Stefano, and welcome in here to Eventfinda Stadium here in the North Shore of Auckland. It's great to have your company for all the action as round one continues of the NZNBL. Great to have you along for the Tuatara and the Bulls clash. It's the clash of the two Auckland teams, and it's always a spicy encounter. Got Dylan Boucher, one of the legends of New Zealand basketball, an 8-time New Zealand NBL champion. How does that make you feel, Dylan?
Feels good, but it's actually 9. But good to be here, Glenn. But no, it's fantastic to be back on the mic and teaming back up with you again, mate.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? All right, let's have a look at the Rapid League standings as we come into this game. Wins so far for 3 teams, the Nuggets, the Jets, and the Five. So well done to all 3 teams. Let's see who's going to join them as we get into this game here between these two Auckland-based teams. And like most teams, or most squads this season, Dylan, bit of a different looking team this year for the Bulls. Duran's moved up from Taranaki, started the season at the Indian Panthers last year. Perry is still there, that's Corey Perry. His brother Brody not playing today. Peyton Hughes, Arahi Marsh, and also Casey Nwafor is back for another season. And let's have a look at the Tuatara line. They're a little bit more settled, aren't they? All 5 of these players were Tuatara players last year. Wiley, Wilkie, Wane, Dalton and Ledger. So there should be a good combination for the Tuatara, I think, in this game.
Yeah, I think they should be able to get the gelling right and to start the season. It's always tough in the first few games to get those pairings right.
Indeed. Good season last year in the Rapid League for the Tuatara. Winning more games than you lose is always good. Unlike that for the Franklin Bulls, but pretty close. But this player, that battle there, Ledger Nwafor, that should be a good one in this game.
Oh, I tell you what, they've gone up against each other many, many times, and this one will be a good battle to watch. Battle of the bigs inside, and it'll be a physical battle, no doubt. Let's see if Nwafor's athleticism can go against Ledger's strength inside.
And the great news is they're contesting the tip as well, so they're straight into it, which is good stuff.
Shout out to the Bulls and the Counties Steelers throwback jerseys here.
Absolutely.
Their partnership with the Counties Steelers. It's awesome to see I think it's the 70th Jubilee jersey. So, yeah, nice little code cheering there.
All right, Ryan Jones is about to get this game underway. As we settle in on your Saturday night, it's going to be the Tuatara with the first possession. And here comes Josh Wiley. Remember that New Zealand under-19 World Cup team last year. Here is Ledger. Straight away, beautiful little pass, and there's the opening points.
Yeah, beautiful set play there. Ioane went a little early on the back door, but Ledger with the pass on the money. Nice, easy layup to finish.
Let's see what Perry and the Bulls can respond with here. And straight away, there's a 3. Nice job from Peyton Hughes.
And back-to-back executions from the coaches. They'll be happy. The set plays come into points as Wiley drives in.
Yeah, and lures the foul. Like Duran might get that one. Yeah, it's gone on Jalen Duran. See players like Josh Wiley take a step forward this year.
Yeah, again, these guys are settling in. You know, they're young, but they've experienced this Rapid League now, and they're confident that they can play at this level. And, you know, so it'll be interesting to see which guys step up.
Yeah, what an experience for Josh Wiley last year when that New Zealand team finished 4th at the World Cup.
So good to see our junior teams doing so well on the world stage.
3rd year at the Tuatara, and Wiley gets the free throw to fall, so knocks up the scores early in this match, but a full court pressure too. Like to see it.
You got to love it, exactly. Get out early. These guys are young, fit. Get out early and challenge.
Here comes Arahi Marsh, player at the Bulls this year, and he lobs it into Nwafor. He's under pressure with Ledger there. That was great defense from Josh Ledger, not to give up the foul.
Yeah, always good. To strong body, arms up high. Made it tough for Nwafor to go up there.
Ledger. Here's a shot from Wilkie. He's a noted outside shooter.
You don't want to leave him open. Again, nothing better than a shooter getting an open look and knocking it down early.
Oh, half asleep the Bulls there, and it's turned over for the first time in the game. Ioane looking to keep the pace of the game high. And there's another foul. This time it goes on the Bulls as Matty Dalton drove hard to the hoop.
Yeah, this pressure disrupting the Bulls a little bit right now. They just want to settle down, get back to their sets. As Matty Dalton goes to the line.
Good up-tempo start for the Tuatara in this game.
These first games, you're waiting for the second wind to kick in. Normally this is the burn time for these guys, and a lot of them are breathing pretty heavy out there. A little different to training, but you know, the second wind will come soon enough.
I know the administrators are nervous as well. Ran into a couple just before from both teams, and they're all on kind of walking on eggshells, hoping they don't break.
Yeah, well, it's again, first, even though they've done this before many times, that first game is always one of those games you just can't wait to get through everything on a game day.
Duran misses the three, rebounded by Ledger. I'm sure he would have been glued to the tally last Monday. His cousin Charlize won that NCAA title. There goes another triple attempt from Wilkie, and we're straight this time.
Yeah, little heat check there. He's feeling good. Nice handoff from Ledger, but yeah, I mean, Charlize Ledger-Walker, I mean, can't say no more than having one of our own doing it on the biggest stage in the NCAA, and super proud of her achievements and excited for her to go in that WNBA draft.
Unbelievable. That's coming up in a few days' time. Oscar Goodman, too, winning an NCAA title, even though he didn't get on court for Michigan, but he will in future years.
Absolutely, part of it. He's experienced it. He's got the taste of it now. He'll be wanting to be a part of that this coming season and be on the court this time.
Man, he's a player, isn't he?
Very good player.
Here come the Tuatara. Dalton. Back to Wiley. Wiley, the lane opens up a little bit there for Josh. Wiley unlucky not getting the three-point play.
You mentioned it before, Glenn, the confidence in Josh Wiley right now. He really knows, coming off those on-balls, that he can split them like he did in that occasion and really get to the hoop and try and finish.
Wiley goes back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Remember, every free throw made helps in the Hoops to Schools program, as Wiley nails that one. Gets that one too. So here's 3 points, Josh Wiley. And there's a brand new player for the Tuatara this season. Congratulations to a young player. He's only 16, Daily Pohio from Westlake Boys.
This kid can play. Don't be fooled by his age. You look at his body. He's built for it. Excited to see him, what he can do out there. He's
already represented New Zealand at underage level. Let's have a look at Marsh. Back to Perry. Shot clock down to 7 here for the Bulls. Perry, Marsh almost losing it. Goes to 3 attempts, and it's Anderson. And Ledger's got it. Nice defensive set there by the Tuatara. Ledger, beautiful ball into Ioane. And Ioane. Nice job from Casey Ioane.
Some great poise there with the up fake, through the contact. Nice little step back and off the glass. Ledger really controlling the game on both ends right now. Getting rebounds at one end, pushing the ball and making great decisions.
Well, Casey Ioane at the line to complete the three-point play. Just fresh out of Dilworth School. Nail it. And Ledger, he's working super hard in this game, Dylan. He's been great so far. And just as I say that, he chucks it away.
Great job from Ioane there. Forced a miss, but great follow-up from Perry.
Yeah, Hughes missed it, but Perry gets his 2 points. Cuts that lead to 7. It's a good start by the Tuatara inside the last minute of the first quarter. Dalton. Here's Wilkie for a deep 2. And he buries it. He's got 5.
Nice little half backdoor there. Matty Dalton did a great job during the D. Nice little dump off for Wilkie for the easy 2.
Ooh, I love that play from Corey Perry.
Perry's got that strong body, using it all the way. Nice little finish at the end for the M1.
Corey Perry. He always plays with heart and courage. Good to see him back for another season.
Yeah, I think his eyes lit up there again. Young 16-year-old, Pohio on him, put his head down, got to the hoop.
Perry in his 4th year now in the Cells NBL.
Yeah, I'm looking at him like he's a vet now, like it's crazy. Good job from Anderson there.
Ooh,
gotta love the hustle.
Well battle for the ball. Tuatara possession it's going to be. It's good intensity to this game so far.
Really is.
Here is young fella Puyo. Marked tightly by Arahi Marsh. Puyo again. Dalton looks trying to move here. Oh, he's lost it stone cold here.
Good D.
Oh, Ioane's got it back. 2-on-1 situation now, and he can't link up with Dalton though. Ioane for 3. Well off target.
That was Poyo.
Here comes Anderson.
Getting his hand in the cookie jar again.
Speaking of cookie jars, there's another one, and a BNZ player timeout being called there by Dalton.
Again, smart play by Dalton. Give him 4.8 at the other end. Try and make a play.
There is your ticket to the big game. Courtesy of BNZ, just scan that QR code. 5,000 tickets to give out to school groups, community groups again, to come along and watch an NBL game. So get in there, folks, get in there. Super fast to secure your ticket to the big game, courtesy of BNZ. Well, let's see what they can do with 5 seconds on the clock here. Ledger giving it to Wilkie. Oh, that's how to do it, isn't it?
Again, beautiful set play out of the player timeout. Wilkie comes off contested and makes a nice little J.
16-7. Good pass from Ledger. Wilkie made that look easy.
Silky Wilkie.
Silky Wilkie, love it. 16-7. That's a lot of points for the Tuatara in the first quarter, given it's their first game of the Rapid League season.
Yeah, they executed well. Like they felt like their defense dictated the offense, and then when they had a chance to run sets, they ran them and executed them well, and were able to score out of them.
Wilkie's got 7 points already. Casey Ioane 4. Wiley with those 3 free throws. Dalton's also got a 2-point, and leading the scoring is Perry with 4 for the Bulls at the moment. Also, the great thing about the Rapid League is also the coaches get a chance, assistant coaches, don't they? And here's Jamie Reddish for the Bulls, and running the show in this game for the Tuatara, Sione Maama. It's a really good opportunity for the assistant coaches, isn't it?
Such a good opportunity, and again, it's nice to see the head coaches there supporting them in an assistant coaching role. But both Sione and Jamie do a great job of building these young guys, and they get an opportunity to coach them on the big stage as well.
Yes, indeed. Don't forget about the Cells NBL game, which tips off at 7:30 between the two teams. Looking forward to seeing how it all shapes up early in the season.
It's the best thing about the Rapid League is seeing the starters around the young guys, encouraging them. You can hear them talking from the bench, giving them encouragement. There's nothing better than having your peers pump you up and make you feel good about being out there.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, the Rapid League, I think, has been a huge success since it was introduced, a couple of seasons ago now. It gives these bench players some good court time.
It really does, and there's a good showing of people here too that have come out to support, which is great to see. See if they can execute on this first play. A little bit clunky to start, but Perry does a good job getting in there.
Indeed he does. Here goes the play from Anderson. Nafua!
That's how you finish.
Nice tidy up from KC Nafua.
Yeah, nice drive from Anderson. Little drop off. Nafua does a good job putting the lid on it. Oh,
thrown away by Wiley. Here comes Perry on the fast break, 2-on-1, and Perry lays in 2 more. Perfect start to the second quarter for the Bulls.
Yeah, Perry's really taken this leadership on in this group and said, put this team on my shoulders and follow me, fellas.
Oh, that 9-point lead's been cut to 5 in the blink of an eye. And I think that's going to go on Arahi Marsh.
Wiley, great job, really dipping that shoulder and going through Marsh, drawing the foul. One of those ones that could have gone either way, but I think he had him retreating, so good job by Wiley drawing that foul.
No about it. Wiley.
That's wide open.
Oh, Wilkie strangely off target again. And a foul, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 3.
He sure is. It's a coach killer. Peyton Hughes just a little bit late on that one and must have clipped him on the arm as he contested. Wilkie's got some good length on him, you know. He's quite tall, got those long arms. Challenging the 3 for him against him is always a bit of a challenge. That time, unfortunately, coming away with the foul, with Peyton Hughes clipping him.
He was a key player off the bench through the NBL last year, Dylan Wilkie.
He's one of those guys you just can't leave open, so he draws defenses towards him, and if he doesn't draw defenses, they leave him wide open. It's pretty much a bucket.
So you get 2 from 3 from that visit for Dylan Wilkie. Immediately going to full court pressure again. That lead back out to 8. just thought of the three there, Zion Anderson. Gives it back to Mwafor. Got Ledger in front of him though again, and he's just lost the ball stone cold there.
A lot of turnovers in this start of this one. Matty Dalton's done a great job on Zion Anderson's penetration. Wiley.
Yeah, here comes Wilkie again. Dalton might have been the subject of another foul there.
Definitely for some contact there for sure. Pretty adventurous pass as well.
Well, there was no foul. It was just an out-of-bounds play. 10 on the shot clock here for Wiley. A little scrappy there for the Tuatara.
6 on the clock.
See what Ioane can do here. Off the left hand. He's all past the young fella.
He's a serious athlete. Made that look easy, but that's a tough running left-handed shot. Over Anderson, who did a good job on the defensive end.
It's Perry. Ioane's only 18. So touched on, only just finished high school last year.
He's certainly a talent.
Step back play here from Peyton Hughes. In fact, that's Adahi Marsh.
Adahi Marsh. Another wet ball there. He's definitely shown he can shoot this thing.
Almost unfair, that one, as Wiley finishes off nicely for 2 points. Wiley has 5 in this game.
Loving the aggression from Wiley, really dipping that shoulder as he drives, bumping off. Nice little finish there.
Oh, lovely pass.
That's a hell of a pass.
Perry with that beautiful assist. Give him 2 assists for that. Quality of play from both teams in this quarter is super good. Ioane is fouled going up for that one.
I think Perry might have clipped him on the way through, but Ioane doing a good job getting into the lane.
So it's going to be Casey Ioane.
Yeah, a little clip on the elbow there. Bulls have done a good job getting back in this game.
But it all could be unravelling a little bit again, couldn't it? It's a 9-point advantage at quarter time. And now, if he nails this free throw, Ioane, it'll be back to 9 again.
Yeah, and they've got 3 fouls already, 3 fouls, so the rest are going to be shooting from here.
Marsh coming forward for the Bulls. Anderson. 3 ball is good that time from Peyton Hughes.
Going up in threes.
Love it from Hughes. Ledger. No open lane that time as we see Wiley give it back to Wilkie. Wiley with the rebound on the weak side.
Ledger's got the mismatch inside. Going to have to double here. A little slow.
Didn't take the post-up play. Wow, I know why, because he's Wilkie getting another 3.
That's a shooter. Just missed one there. Exact same spot. Went again. Knocked it down. Ioane with some full court pressure. Marsh did a good job there during the foul.
Yeah, Ioane's going to check out on that foul. Here's that 3 again from Wilkie. He is up to 13 points.
That's a no-dip 3-pointer. Catch it high, let it fly.
Dylan Wilkie showing his skills in this game as that lead is up to 9. Biggest lead of the game for the Tuatara is 10. Ball struggling.
Matty Dalton's done a great job defensively in this game. He hasn't featured a lot on the offensive end, but he's been busy on the defensive end, disrupting.
Well, he's from fine basketball blood, isn't he?
He sure is.
Sister and brother are both very good players.
Absolutely.
Charlie's over at the States somewhere at the moment, isn't he? At Florida. In fact, I just look at my notes here, and Taylor is over at Gonzaga. Also played for the Tall Ferns as Wilkie. Biggest score in the game, and that's too easy. That's 2 more. He's got 15 points in the first half.
You've got to close out so hard on him, and he attacks that one there. There's a nice little finish over the rim. Anderson from the corner.
Nail it now, Ledger. One more play here for the Tuatara ahead of half-time. Seconds for Ledger. Oh, stolen, beautifully read.
Oh, pull up from Hughes.
Hughes.
Oh!
How good was that from Peyton Hughes? Give him a 4-pointer.
I'm sure I heard him call bank as he let it fly.
Lovely stuff from Peyton Hughes. Well, that might give the Bulls just a glimmer of hope.
That supreme confidence pulling up.
Well, who knows, mate, if they win by 1 point. If they Bulls win by 1 point, we'll go back, we'll think about that play, won't we?
Absolutely.
Well, 30-22 is the score. Still the Tuatara's game. Dylan Wilkie, 15 points in the first half. Now, he carries on scoring that rate. He could drop the highest number of points in a rapid league game ever, which I think is 31 by Mana Martin last year.
Wow, he's on target.
He's got a lot of work to do. Ledger working hard on the boards as we check out these Chemist Warehouse stats here. And 4 assists, 5 rebounds and 4 assists in the first half.
And hasn't taken a shot. How about that? Just playing his role. He'll take his opportunities when he gets them, but as we saw, he went to score inside. They doubled him. He found Wilkie on the outside. Ledger's done a great job leading this group.
Good evidence there on the Chemist Warehouse stats of Matty Dalton working hard off the ball. He's picked up 2 steals in the first game, in the first half.
Yeah, 10 turnovers total, 4 for the Tuatara and 6 for the Bulls. Both coaches won't be happy with that.
Well, what they will be happy with is Dylan Wilkie for the Tuatara. He's shooting the ball at 71%.
Peyton Hughes, 3 for 3 from the three-point line also. He's scorching it right now.
That last one was special, wasn't it? Wow, exciting game. 30-22, it's a high-scoring game. So roll on the second half, Dylan, if we can carry on with this form from both teams.
Yeah, this is an interesting time. Second half, you know, do they cool off? Let's see what set plays they run out of the half here. Looks like it's Tuatara ball.
Still being talked over for the Bulls. Cordial by their coach there, Jamie Reddish.
Really interesting seeing Jeff Green talking to a referee in the background. Haven't seen that before.
Yeah, got no comment on that one, Dylan.
I'm sure he's given him words of encouragement.
Indeed.
Has a great relationship with all the referees in this league.
Here comes the second half. Going to be the Tuatara with the first possession.
A little bit of confusion here.
Yeah. I think this is an issue with the clock at the moment. That game clock just needs to be reset. So
referee Ryan Jones sending everyone back to their benches, advising them to stay on the floor.
So 30-22 as we sort out this little technical issue. Just reminding you that the Cells NBL game is coming up at 7:30.
Good to go. The clocks are sorted.
One more chance for the coaches to get their thoughts over to their players.
Jalen Durand on the floor for the Bulls.
He's the only player on the Bulls team that hasn't scored yet. Matt Freeman is listed to play, but I don't think he will play.
I don't think he's going to be suiting up for this one, saving him for the main game.
Same with Tom Vodanovic as well. Ioane trying to get around Durand, and he's being fouled. That was a pretty easy one for the officials to call.
I'm not sure if that was an ISO play, but I think it was. They really backed Casey Ioane in his ability to go one-on-one. Cleared everyone out, and he went.
Durand almost fouled him twice there.
What I love about Durand, he's always smiling, even when he's angry.
Yeah, loves his play, and he's still smiling now, folks, as he waits Casey Ioane to have the first of these 2 free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Tell you what, the Bulls are loaded up with some shooters on the floor right now.
They are, aren't they? Ioane getting close to double digits as well. Here it is. He's got 10 in the game. Ioane with 10. Wilkie with 15. So 25 points between them. Here's Durand. We can go around Wilkie.
Oh, lucky.
Here comes the young fella again, Pohio, for the Tuatara. Settles it down here for Josh Ledger. Pohio with 12 on the shot clock. Will Wilkie makes a cut towards the basket, doesn't get the ball. Now here's Ledger. Ledger! Nice. That was nice.
May have got away with a little hook there, but strong enough and subtle enough to get away with it.
Cut around Artie Marsh. He's bringing the ball forward now for the Bulls. Perry back to Hughes. Now Perry's got it again. Hughes for another three.
There's one guy you don't want to leave open.
He's got 4 3-pointers in this game.
Peyton Hughes is cooking. They got to run some plays for him to get some wide open three balls.
Hughes, fantastic play from him. Now here's Ledger again. Ioane. 6 on the shot clock for Casey Ioane. Pohill for 3. He's away, but Wilkie's got an uncontested rebound there. Don't know what happened there.
They really don't want to guard Wilkie right now. Just waltzed in there, got a no board, easy putback.
17 points for Wilkie now. It's Corey Perry again. Look it over Wiley.
Ledger says, hey, I'm the rebounder here. You let me have that one, little fella.
Exactly. I think he pulled rank there too. He's got a few years on.
He did.
Josh Wiley, hasn't he? Here's Wiley again. Now Wilkie straight away going for a 3. And Perry's got the board for the Bulls.
It looked good too. That one looked good coming out of the hand. We were right in line for that one.
Almost tipped out of court. Here's Hughes again. This time it's Marsh. Or Anderson for 3.
Zion Anderson with 3. Nothing but net.
6 from 9. The Bulls are from the 3-point line in this game.
Tell you what, they've been doing some shooting training out in Franklin.
It's keeping them in touch with the game. Until that one from Boyle. There's his first points in the Rapid.
There you go. You're going to see many of that in years to come. I promise you that.
Yeah, I tell you, he does not look 16. They get bigger and fitter and stronger every year. I swear it.
They really do.
Little reach and foul by Ledger.
Smart foul.
Right under the nose of Ryan Jones. They're just going to take a seat on the pine for the meantime. It's important this Bulls team scores in this possession.
They'll probably shoot a 3, no doubt.
Yeah, they're scoring okay. Could be a D2, and it is.
That's nice.
Artie Marsh hardly touched the net, that one.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Marsh is up to 5 in this game. Dalton. Determined to get the ball to Casey Ioane again. Last minute of this third quarter.
Oh, beautiful.
He is strong.
It's just smooth, like just nice handle, strong. Gets to the hoop when he needs, when he wants to.
And the Tuatara cracked 40 already.
Oh,
that is a nasty fall there. I think that's Zion Anderson. In fact, it's Peyton Hughes.
that's what you call putting your body on the line.
Tell you what, he's okay.
It's tough. It's tough. They breed them tough out of Pookie.
They do, don't they?
No malice in that, just a little bit of contact as he was flying through the air.
He might have a sore bum tomorrow morning there, Dylan. I think he landed on his tailbone.
He's certainly going to have something sore after a fall like that, coming down from great heights. It looks like...
So they have awarded a unsportsmanlike foul there, have they?
Yeah, they have.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Okay.
No, they're lining up now. Oh, no, Matty Dalton didn't get the memo that it was an unsportsmanlike.
Oh, that's unfortunate for the Bulls. Hughes maybe just rattled a little bit after falling on his
He's too close. It's too close. He needs to step out to the three-point line.
He's going to be sore tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you can already see him wincing a little bit there.
Run it off, Peyton. Here comes the Bulls again. Anderson. Last 30 seconds of the third quarter. Nufford can't handle that. Tough pass for him to grab there.
Yeah, big guys, you don't want to be hitting them with a bounce pass on the move. A long way down, get down to those knees.
Here's Wiley and Ledger again, influential in this game. Nufford just couldn't shake him.
Ledger doing a good job using his strength to hold him off. Just turned that corner, drew the foul.
We looked at that little head-to-head battle at the start of the game, didn't we? I think Ledger might be just getting on top in this one.
Yeah, I definitely think Ledger's definitely had the better game so far.
He's got 2 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists.
There you go.
Not too shabby, is it? Number 4 got 2 points, no rebounds, no assists. Here is Wiley. 6 on the shot clock. There's about a 3 or 4 second differential. Here comes Wiley, kicking out to Ioane. Got to put the shot up. And that will be that in the third quarter. In fact, was there a foul right on the buzzer? 7.7.
No foul.
So just a shot clock expiration.
Some good D from Marsh, really putting his body on the line there. Picking and choosing which way they were going to go.
Perry. Wiley.
Oh, had a good look.
Yeah, he would have been an interesting decision for the officials if that dropped. 41 to 30 it is. Heading into the fourth here in the rapidly game. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Wilkie only picked up 2 points in that quarter, but he still is on 17.
Scoring slowed down a little bit in that quarter.
He didn't get a lot of ball that time, Dylan, in that quarter, did he?
No, I think they did a good job closing him down in that one, but just the defense on both sides is starting to be a little bit tighter. I think the bodies are a little bit tired now. You can see with legs, who's been doing that off-season fitness training.
Yeah, just 19 points in that quarter, compared with 23 and 29 in the previous two. But it's been a helter-skelter game.
It's been a helter-skelter game. You know, Wilkie's shot the ball extremely well in the game, but Casey Ioane's really played another offensive force for them. But Josh Ledger, for me, has really controlled the tempo of this game on both ends, whether it be rebounding, assists, just taking care of the ball, showing his leadership in this group.
Yeah, leadership, I think, is a key word. Certainly seems to have the respect of his teammates.
Absolutely, and Peyton Hughes at the other end, and we saw him take that ball at the end there, but 12 points for him. You know, 4 for 4 from the three-point line, 2 steals, doing everything out there.
So 4 minutes to play in this guy in this rapidly game. Let's see what the Bulls can do here. They'll be 9 behind pretty much the whole time. It's just leaked out to 11. Hard yards for them in this fourth quarter.
Two shooters going right to the corner. Wilkie and Hughes marking each other in the corner.
Straight away, the Bulls struggling to get the ball in the court. All right, we're underway. Finally, Marsh for the Bulls. Hughes comes out high. Now Perry once more. Perry.
Oh, good hustle.
That has come off a Tuatara player.
It has, and I think it would have been their ball too.
Exactly, it would have been a half-court violation.
Yeah.
A little misread there by Josh Wiley.
11 seconds on the shot clock here.
Yeah, a little bit of a time crunch for Peyton Hughes, but he doesn't seem to be a character who's bothered by too much. Let's see what Marsh can do. Here it is, that mid-range jumper, not for the first time in this game. It looks pretty sweet.
Smooth.
The lead back to 9. Here comes Ioane. Dalton. Wilkie marked tightly by Marsh this time.
Yeah, switching and everything here.
Ledger tries to set Ioane a screen. Going nowhere.
Oh, good extra pass.
Dalton for 3, can't nail it.
Wilkie on the boards. Wilkie's making himself known out there. He can't touch the ball on the outside. He's going in and get no boards for his team.
Squeezed in between those two defenders pretty well there.
Tuatara have a huge height advantage across the board in this game.
Dalton, and here's Wilkie. Ledger.
Oh, that's wide open for him. Turn it down.
Take the shot that time. Now Wiley, 5 on the shot clock for Wiley. Step back 3.
That was nice. Wasn't able to convert.
4, good defence by the Bulls. Tuatara haven't scored in this quarter just yet. There's no 4. Blocked by Ledger.
Used his physicality, then used his athleticism and length.
Wiley, good pass over to Ledger. Wilkie, lovely rotation. You won there.
Oh, good job, Wilkie. Great job.
He's fouled there by Arahi Marsh. Wilkie, heavy score in the first half, contributing in other ways now.
Yeah, just getting extra possessions for his team. He probably would have had a layup there if it hadn't been called for a foul.
Ronnie with the inbound pass. Well, the Bulls reckon he took more than 5 seconds there. Ryan John says, calm the farm. I was counting to 5 and he got to 4.99.
That's the worst, when you think you've had a violation and then you get a call for a foul after it straight away. It certainly was a foul. Did a pretty good job moving his feet, but still was contact there. Wilkie did a good job drawing the foul.
Duran looking to check back in. Duran checking back in for Zion Anderson. It's going to be Tuatara ball.
I think they got 4 guys on the floor under 6 foot.
Yeah.
This Bulls team.
And pretty much the opposite, right?
Yeah.
For the Tuatara.
Absolutely.
Those guys over 6'4", 6'5". Lost ball though. Here's Perry. Oh, lovely play from Hughes. Hard luck. Perry up there trying to get it. Can't get. We can't out-jump Matty Dalton. There's an example of that height mismatch right there. Here he comes, Dalton. Get around Duran. Ledger.
That could have been the worst up fake I've seen in a long time.
Here comes Ioane.
That wasn't fooling anybody.
We've got an off-the-ball foul here. No basket. And the foul's gone on number 12, Duran.
Dalton steps up to the line for 2.
And one of those ones where there's a bit of physicality on both sides.
Yeah,
Let me just describe that like that.
Dalton certainly made the referee know that Duran was impeding his path and did a good job selling it.
That's what you used to do, Dylan.
I was always fouled. I never had to sell it.
Here's Dalton.
I never fouled myself.
Here comes Duran. Just less than 2 minutes to play. Looking comfortable for the Tuatara, blocked by Ledger. Dalton wasn't looking, but it didn't matter. Wiley's got it.
Ledger with the second block of the game.
Wiley again. Wilkie. The thing about Wilkie and Ledger is they're two established, NBL players. They've played a lot of minutes in this game.
Yeah, they have, and it'll be interesting to see. They're going to be called on in the big game as well, so be interesting to see how they can back up after having that rest in between.
Wiley. Over to Wilkie, good pass. But look at Perry working hard.
Dalton.
What a shambles. Ioane! A terrible set, but a fantastic finish.
As soon as he got it cutting to the hoop, I knew there was something good was going to happen. Got upstairs and threw it down.
Awesome finish from KC Ioane. He's up to 14 points.
Yeah, he's had a great game.
Yeah, both with and without the ball too, Dylan. Really good.
Josh Ledger's doing everything. Even when he told the referee there was a wet spot needing mopping up on the floor, surprised he hasn't grabbed the towel himself and done it. Done everything else out here tonight.
Yeah, we had no risks. We had a couple of players slipping in the opening game and in the Jets game against the Airs the other night. Brand new floor down in Palmy North.
You get a bit of moisture on these new floors and it can be a little bit of an ice skating rink, so cleaning up those wet spots is very important.
Duran. Bulls looking to finish this game strong, even though they might not get the win now. Duran with the fadeaway. Oh, yes. Stuff from Jalen Duran. Every player in the Bulls has now scored in a losing effort.
It's very rare to see Jalen Duran being the only player not scoring out there. As Pohio checks in for Josh Ledger. Joel, well done, Josh Ledger.
It's been a very good game because every player in the Tuatara has also scored in this game.
Yeah, there's very talented basketball players out there on the floor, as we see the floor wiper back out there again in his money. Obviously didn't wipe up the right spot. Last thing you need with a minute to go in the game is someone slipping on a wet spot.
You just asked Peyton Hughes for a tip. Still a minute and 8 seconds left. Wiley to bring it forward. Ioane.
Uh-oh. Look out.
Foul up high by Perry. No basket.
It's very tough when you've got a guy like Casey Ioane a long way from the hoop and you're trying to put pressure on him. He's so athletic.
That was an unsportsmanlike foul as well.
No, I don't think so.
No, it wasn't. Just a holding foul. Ioane.
Yeah, Coach Mama gave him the green light. I heard him say take him when he caught it from that far out with that much pressure on him. Has confidence in him. Oh, good job, Daly.
Now, he missed that on purpose, didn't he?
I don't know. He might claim to. I'm not sure he did that. Pohio doing a good job getting on the glass there.
Well, he's only a late addition to this Tuatara squad. This Pohio.
Came in ready.
Certainly is. He looks comfortable out there, doesn't he? Oh, a little fancy hook shot coming in from Marsh there. Durant's got the rebound. Durant for three. He's away. Wiley. Pretty intensive defense on him. No foul as Dalton goes all the way here.
There's Pohio.
Right, he's up.
He's got a good nose for the ball. Second offensive board there.
Yeah, he looks well at ease at this level. Durant fouled by Ioane.
Tuatara have done a good job, not being in foul trouble, able to get away with a foul there and just nothing but just a side ball.
Well, here comes Marsh, or rather Hughes to inbound it now. Durant, back to Hughes again. Come on, one more three in this last few seconds. Perry, oh, lovely feet to Noafua. And there's two more for KC.
Yeah, Casey hasn't had too many opportunities this game, but got a second little dump off there. He's a good finisher inside.
PNZ play timeout's been called by the Tuatara. Four's probably going to end this game with 4 points. Another chance for you to scan that QR code to get your ticket to the big game. 5,000 tickets to give away this NBL season to sports groups, community groups, for you to go along to any game. Scan that code, fill out the form, and get in to win.
What are your chances you think this will be a play for Dylan Wilkie to shoot a three?
And finish with 20.
Look for a flare screen here.
Wiley out to
It might be a backdoor play, maybe.
Well, it might be Wiley.
Oh, well read by Duran.
Duran, let's see. For the last play of the game, it's going to fall there for Arahi Marsh. But it's a comfortable win for the Tuatara. It's finished a 10-point margin in their favour. Got to work early, and they carried on with it right the way through. 46-36, they beat the Bulls here at Eventfinda Stadium in the Rapid League game. That was a pretty impressive performance, Dylan Boucher, wasn't it, as we check out some Chemist Warehouse stats?
Yeah, you can see there Wilkie and Ioane really holding down the scoring, and Peyton Hughes on the other side, but Josh Wiley did a great job leading the team in point guard position, and Josh Ledger was all over the shop tonight. Rebounds, bringing it up, block shots, doing everything. As you see there, leading his team with 6 assists. When your center's got 6 assists, you know it's been a good game.
Yeah, absolutely outstanding. Got 2 blocks too. Memorable ones as well. And, well, good effort from both teams on the steals front. 6 apiece. So there we are, a good win to the Tuatara. They beat the Bulls by 46-36 in the Rapid League game. We're now building towards the Cells NBL clash, which starts in 16 minutes. Stick around. We hope you can join us then.
Coming down to the lane here in the Eventfinda Stadium is your donation coming to you at Auckland. We're on the roll for round one. The South NZNBL represented by GJ. Got home to the following partners for the Auckland Tuatara season 2026 round one. Jacob on board once again this season alongside our friends there. Wucha, Superpower Earth Moving. Christian. Brand new partner this season. Looking forward to the game with him as well. New World Albany. Sunny, another new partner. Likewise, Circle, Laundromat. Duck, Goose Theory. Accord, Super Go. Nakita, New Zealand. There's a better way. NZ.com. And Southern Made Runner since 1937. Now to welcome out both teams to the floor, of course, representing both ends of Auckland here the 09, the top of the Battle of the Bridge, of course, with Auckland Tuatara, the home squad, taking on Franklin's Basketbol. We've got some details for an amazing charity which will be here selling some records for the Cold House. We do have a Rob Lowe singlet all the way from overseas to St. Louis Billikens. So looking forward to that. We'll see that out on board around half time and your chance to win that. For just $10, the raw protein will go to charity, of course, and the CEO and also the chairman as well of the Cold House in the house. Sounds NBL action, currently presented by Sounds Authentic New York Pizza. Coming your way next. All right, we just got ready to welcome out both teams to the floor, teams to the benches, please, for team announcements for round one of the South India. Let's see how many fans we got here from Franklin. Also, orders in the house, time to bring the noise as well. The young night, Auckland Tuatara fans, make some noise. Okay, as we come to the benches, it's about ready time to welcome out our visitors here tonight. Please welcome in this order, number 2, he's a local legend down here, not so much, up top, Corey Perry. Number 15, Arahimash. 23 for the visitors, Hastings Inuapo. Number 8 is Tai Pakurami. Zion Anderson next in at number 5, followed by 16, Peyton Hughes. Number 6, Jalen Duran. And the starters, number 1, Alice Booker. Number 9, returning for the Bulls tonight, Matt Freeman. In 0, one of the imports, Jace Carter. Number 4, Darren Boyd. And number 11, Carter Witt. That is the visitors for tonight. All right, Auckland, I'm ready to welcome out to the floor your Auckland Tuatara. Some of the big men in town.
Well, hello there and welcome to Eventfinda Stadium here in Auckland. Great to have you company for some Saturday night hoops here. Round one of the NZNBL 2026. Auckland Tuatara hosting their crosstown rivals, the Franklin Bulls, in their first game of the season. We've just seen an exciting, rapid league contest where 82 points were scored. The Tuatara getting that win 46-36. They see if they can do the double over the Bulls. Glenn Lam with the call here, and joined by Tall Blacks legend Dylan Boucher. Great to have you along for the season, Dylan. And this is a well-balanced Tuatara team up against a pretty unknown mixture of players from the Bulls who have had a bit of a personnel change through the off-season.
Yeah, sure is. I'm excited for the season ahead, and this game will be a cracker. And speaking of both coaches feel like they've had a good week of training, so it's exciting to see this first game, see how they go.
Well, here's the YourShout.vote.com poll. And look at that, the Bulls have got some fans out there. Probably because all the Tuatara fans are in the stadium here tonight. We have a very big crowd here at Eventfinda Stadium. So who will win the game? Have some fun with that poll, scan that QR code, and let's see if those percentages just even up a little bit over the next little while as we come into this game over the next little while. But yeah, lots of exciting players. We just saw that montage at the top. We're going to get an exciting season. In fact, we've already had some exciting games. Earlier today, of course, the Tauranga 5 beat the Hawks by 101-95 to get their opening win of the season, to join the Nuggets and the Taranaki-ers, who had a really gutsy win over the Manawatu Jets to open the season. So that's where we are, halfway through the first round. It's time to find out whether the Tuatara or the Bulls are going to join those three other teams in winning their first games of the season.
Yeah, as a coach, you always want to be able to get these first ones. They are so important as the season goes ahead. You want to get up nice and early and be at the top of that ladder.
Yeah, 100%. Let's have a look at upcoming games. And on Sunday, we've got a doubleheader tomorrow. The Saints and the Jets, and then we welcome the Giants and the Rams to end the first round of the season. It's going to be interesting to see those three teams that we haven't seen yet, the Saints, Giants and the Rams, in the next little while. And then we're into round two. We've got the Ears and the Hawks playing on Tuesday in New Plymouth, and the Nuggets hosting the Giants down in Dunedin on Wednesday. So we're right into it now. But all eyes on this team here, the Franklin Bulls. See what sort of shape they will be in. Here is their starting five. It's a bit of a different look to their team. We have starting Pakorangi, straight out of high school, straight into the starting lineup. Witt, also Bigger, Carter, and also Boyd. Let's hear from their coach now, who is coaching this team for the first time. He's from Chicago. He's Dan Ryan.
Dan, first game as head coach in the NZNBL. How are you feeling?
Yeah, we're excited about tonight. Like most teams, it's been a brief run-up in terms of training camp, but we've had a really productive week with our core group here, and so the enthusiasm and energy has been great, and so I'm feeling really good about being in New Zealand.
Well, welcome to the league, and obviously coming up against the Tuatara crosstown rivalry. I'm sure you've been filled in with the past battles. Tonight's obviously going to be first game of the season. How are you feeling about going against those crosstown rivals?
Yeah, it's a tall task, I guess, pun intended, with their size 1 through 5 across the board, and but not only size, they're skilled, they're experienced, they're super well coached. So it's going to be a really stern test for our young group. We got to do what we can to make it a fast game, which is easier said than done against an experienced team like them. But yeah, it'll be a really, really difficult challenge, and we're excited to try to get a little better tonight.
And 3 new imports coming into the league for their first time on the court. What can we expect from the 3 imports tonight?
I think if nothing else, I mean, of course, you're going to see their skill, and we're really excited about what they bring from a skill standpoint, but they've been so good, even in early days here in New Zealand, kind of embracing our group, leading our group, and bringing really good energy, enthusiasm, and that hopefully is going to be something that shines through when people watch us. If nothing else, we want to be a team that is bringing really consistent energy, being really enthusiastic, and those 3 imports have been spearheading that for us so far, which has been great.
Interesting guy, Dan Wright. Very experienced in Europe with Turkey and Germany. Also has coached extensively in the US college system. Has been in Australia as well as the assistant coach at the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix as well. So a good pickup for the Franklin Bulls.
Yeah, certainly speaking to my counterparts in Australia, they speak very highly of him and think he's going to do very well over here.
Interesting. So good pickup. Let's have a look at the Tuatara starting 5. And new guard Josh Dilling straight into the starting lineup. Chris Johnson, the vet, is there. Sean Bairstow, who's moved up from the 5. Also, Zach Riley gets a start today wearing the 13. And Rob Lowe is back fit and firing. Looks in great nick as Rob Lowe. Let's hear from their coach, starting his 2nd season, Cam Glidden.
First game of the NZNBL, Cam. How you feeling, and how was the week of training?
Yeah, very excited for the first game. I think especially the boys that have been here for a lot of months are ready to actually play against somebody else apart from themselves. The week of prep's been pretty good. We just got CJ in, so a lot of review, but sometimes that's good at sometimes. And yeah, ready to go, but very curious as to this Bulls team. We don't know much about them. A lot of new players to the league, so we got to be on our game.
How do you prepare for a team with 3 new imports coming into a league and not knowing a lot about them?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, you're watching video, but you're watching video of them playing in different countries that don't always align to what we do over here. So we do our best with our personnel scouts. I've got great assistants that run that stuff and make sure the boys are prepared. But I think all we can control is what we can control is that go out there and pressure them, try to keep the tempo in our hands and play our style of play.
Well, Cam Glidden still looks fit too. He can still be playing the game. He's 36. In fact, there are guys older than him that are in the league. Marcel Jones is 40, still playing.
I have no doubt he can still put the ball in the hoop. No doubt.
Well, Chris Johnson as well on his team is 3 years older than Cam Glidden. How cool to see Chris Johnson back play. Here's the records from last year. What do you reckon? What are we going to make out of that? Probably don't mean too much at the moment, but it is an indication of where the teams are going to try and come from this season, Dylan.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, you know, obviously having Chris Johnson back is going to be a huge bonus. Having that length inside, being able to just simply control the paint and also both ends of the court. Him and Rob Lowe tandem is pretty tough to beat.
Indeed. Chris Johnson against Darren Boyd. Darren Boyd is an interesting player. He is here from Princeton, Kentucky. He's a rookie pro in the G League at a team in Georgia. This is his first time playing outside of the US.
Well, I can tell you what, watching him warm up, just shooting NBA range threes, lefty. I'm excited to see if he can really fill this thing up from the outside.
And shout out to Tai Pakorangi, number 7 in the Bulls, straight into the starting lineup. Last year it was Te Kura Kaupapa Māori or Raumatamata in Rotorua, and he's come straight into the starting lineup. What area's right there? He's only 18 or so. He'll be absolutely pumped.
Absolutely. I mean, it's awesome to see these guys have obviously put his hand up at training and showed coach that he's ready. Dan Ryan, being a new coach, has come in and he's only picking these guys on what he's seen at training. So again, Ty's obviously done a great job at training to convince him that he's ready to start for this group, and I'm excited to see what he can do out here.
You can only imagine how proud his whānau are right now, seeing him take to the court here. Against some pretty seasoned players.
No doubt they've probably made the drive up today and probably hoping this severe weather warning hangs off by the time they get home.
100%. Ryan Jones, Michaela Sharp and Ben McLaughlin are our officials for this game.
You can always tell how surprised it is to have a guy in the starting lineup when he doesn't have his name on the back of his jersey yet. Yeah. But remember this name, he's going to be around for a long time.
Let's have a look and see how we get going with this game. Sean Bairstow at a new team. Come off pretty full-on season with the Breakers in recent times.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what Bairstow can do. Now he's changed teams. He had a good season with the Fi, and he's going to have a bit more responsibility with the ball handling with this group as well. So excited to see what he can do this season.
Well, let's get it underway, and Johnson wins the tip for Sean Bairstow. It's straight away Rob Lowe. Can't gather under the basket, but does a good job to salvage possession for his team.
Well, what a baptism of fire for Pakorangi, having to come in and guard Rob Lowe straight off the bat.
Into Johnson. Johnson rattles it home.
I mean, that's unstoppable. His turnaround jumper there from the 7-footer. Nice move.
Remind you about Chris Johnson. He's got 75 games of NBA under his belt in his career, albeit a little while ago now. But he's married to a Kiwi, and he's back in New Zealand.
Oh, that would have been the dream start.
Pallacanestro and now Johnson with the rebound, doing it at both ends of the court. Dilling off to the races here. There's a foul, and it's going to go on Chase Carter.
Yeah, nice drive there. Rob Lowe did a great job sealing the middle, creating that space. He'll go to the line to shoot too.
Yeah, Chase Carter, fresh out of college as well, first year in New Zealand. Played in Hungary as well. Coming out here. Here is Dilling.
For more reports from Coach Clem Glidden, he said this guy can really shoot the ball. He said he's got a bit of a funky style, but he can really fill it up. So I'm interested to see as this game goes on, as he misses both free throws, and Rob Lowe doing Rob Lowe things.
Tidies up nicely, doesn't he? Good start for the Tuatara. Here comes Witt, Carter Witt from North Carolina. Another one. He's here for first time. Witt can't link up with Bigger. And now here comes Besto on the break. Oh! Carter. Going to get pink for goaltending.
Besto's saying he got fouled through the leg on that one. Let's see if he does. Oh, he probably has a little bit of a case.
Here's Boyd for the Bulls. Really need that first basket, don't they?
They really do. Need a settler.
Carter.
Oh, nice.
Create space on Besto. Can't nail the triple, though. Rob Lowe's got it.
Tell you what, there's not too many spare rebounds between Rob Lowe and Chris Johnson.
Lowe for three. Oh, this is crazy stuff from the Tuatara.
Yeah, Carter's got to know on that switch that you can't have a hand down on Rob Lowe.
Carter battling along with the Bulls. Pallacanestro can't get it to Boyd. Now Carter has worked the 10 on the shot clock. And it's Besto that time.
Yeah, they've got such good size. Besto at 6'7", Rob Lowe 6'10", Chris Johnson 6'11".
And Besto raises two more.
That's beautiful.
Timeout coming for the Bulls surely, and it is now.
Man.
This has been the Tuatara on fire.
That has just been a downhill race right now. The Bulls struggling to execute anything at one end. Tuatara just having their way on the offensive end.
Rob Lowe, what a start from him.
And this is the challenge when you bring in three new imports that don't know personnel, they don't know how to guard guys. You know, they'll learn and they'll get better, but so hard when you're marking someone like Rob Lowe who's 6'10" and can shoot the three like he can.
Scary thing for Bulls fans, the Tuatara's depth on the bench. Tom Vodanovic hasn't even stripped to start this game.
No, I tell you what, he brings another level of physicality that no one's ready for at this stage of the season. And, you know, it'll be always, again, interesting how guys manage that physicality to start with.
Yeah, that bench is good. That Tuatara bench, folks, played very well. If you missed the Rapid League game, they were on fire in the Rapid League game as well. So plenty of challenges here for Dan Ryan. Nothing like a baptism of fire, right?
It's always, again, this is that, you know, settling down period. What can they execute out of this timeout? How can they execute defensively to make things a little tougher for Tuatara?
I think they just need a basket to drop, Dylan, just to settle the nerves.
For sure.
But chasing the scoreboard already after just 2 minutes. It's not impossible to come back. We saw the Taranaki Airs do it on Thursday night.
Can be done. You got to start with one possession at a time, the old adage.
Let's see, one thing the Airs did the other night is come off timeouts really well. That's what the Bulls are going to have to do in this game. Boyd tries to create space around Riley, can't do so, and it's another turnover.
Oh, Rob Lowe.
And Rob Lowe's going to help himself to two more.
How many times have you seen Rob Lowe leading the break? He's in shape, ready to go.
13-0, Boyd.
A great pass.
Pallacanestro. Little teardrop drops for the young fella.
That's a tough shot over Chris Johnson, I can tell you that.
Finally, they're on the board, the Bulls. Josh Dilling, that's a nice play from Witt. Still going to be Tuatara possession. Oh, here he is, the lad for Rotorua. Dilling to inbounder. Besto. Closely by Carter. Oh. And Johnson. Can't seal it. That's what the Bulls needed to stop. They've got one. Carter. He gets to three. Jace Carter.
Carter's got something about him, and he's talking to Besto.
First points in the New Zealand NBL for Carter. Johnson. Little 5-0 run now for the Bulls. Dilling gets in there. Steals it. Besto. Back to Dilling again. Now the Bulls are just starting to get a little bit of confidence, particularly if they can nail this play.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bigger sets a screen.
Bigger's going to have to be careful with those screens. Good D from Dilling. 5 on the shot clock.
Kakorangi.
3.
And there's Carter. Oh, he's got it. Carter.
He's feeling himself too.
Another 3 for Jace Carter. What time pressure? That 13-0 lead has been cut to 5 now. Dilling, reach and foul. They're not called by Witt.
There's a lot of physicality going on out here, and who better to put in the game than Tom Vodanovich?
There's a 3. Oh, that's a foul on Riley. It's going to go on Boyd. Zach Riley got a nice little whack on the chin there.
Yeah, it's Cardinal Sin fouling a 3-point shooter. They did a good job on that defensive possession too. They didn't need a foul on that one, and hopefully would have come away with a rebound and come down and try to close this lead, but Riley will go to the free throw line for 3 free throws.
Wafor and Zion Anderson check in for the Bulls now. Zach Riley at the line. Played 11 games in the Celtic NBL last year, Zach Riley. 3 starts for the Tuatara, average 6 points per game and 4 rebounds. Key player off the bench primarily. Ken Glidden giving them a chance to start in this game here.
He does a good job, comes and brings the defensive intensity, does the little things out there, and knocks down those open shots.
He has played for New Zealand too back in 2018, and there is Riley getting on the score sheet and getting 2 out of those 3 visits to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Boyd. Get over Ioane. Riley, nice adjustment there from him. Dilling.
Oh, beautiful move.
Dilling gets his first 2 points. Josh Dilling out of Wisconsin and Northern Kentucky. It's Carter.
Oh, good hands, Ioane.
Won't be a half-court violation, but this time's been soaked up on the shot clock. Down to 7. Ioane's going to concede the foul. That's a nice drive by Boyd there.
Yeah, that's what they've got to do. Stuck in the head on the rim, draw some fouls. Boyd, if he's a shooter, that last one he took before was not an ill-advised shot, but if he's not a shooter, that was an ill-advised shot. This time he gets to the hoop. He's going to go to the free throw line for a couple of settlers.
It's good to have Darren Boyd in New Zealand. He went to 3 US colleges, finished his senior year at Charleston, averaging 14 points per game. That's in the 2024-2025 season.
Definitely can score.
A couple of lefties out there too.
Yep.
Boyd and Dilling playing this game. Here's Vodanovich. Here's Lowe. Working away on the ball. Always back themselves there, Rob Lowe, but he didn't nail it.
Yeah, a little bit short on that one.
Carter, ooh, confidence on Dilling.
Yeah, Carter's got some game.
He has, hasn't he?
He definitely used that ball well, gets to the hoop, strong body. Oh, Boyd will be wondering why Wafor didn't call that foul.
And there is the foul this time on Wafor.
Nothing worse than when you're a guard and you're picking up full court and you get hit with a back pick from Rob Lowe.
Yeah, never pleasant, eh? So Johnson checks back in for Lowe. He's going to have a rest at 7 points. Riley back to the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I like the look of Jace Carter. 23-year-old.
He kind of plays with a chip on his shoulder, you know. He looks like he wants to compete out there. Strong body. Looks like he's got some moves off the dribble and showed he's knocked down three-pointers as well. Here he is on cue.
He gets a screen from Wafo for a three-pointer, and Carter is starting to heat up. He's got 11 of the Bulls' 15 points, and that lead has shrunk to 3.
Yeah, he's put the team on his back right now. Dan Ryan did a good job running the play for him.
And all of a sudden, the Tuatara just look a little hesitant. They're not executing like they were earlier.
Did everything but make the basket.
Anderson.
Carter's like, give me the ball.
Turan.
Oh, that's wide open for Jalen.
Can't nail it. And there's a tough rebound by Riley. And we've got Bulls possession. The Tuatara possession, rather. Foul's actually going to go on Carter Witt for that play.
Wow. I thought it was a bit of friendly fire, to be honest, on that one. Yeah, I thought it was Vodonovic. Oh, it was the dive in over the top. Got him. A little bit aggressive.
Running. Oh, he slipped. That's unfortunate for Carter. Wilkie for 3, and it goes for the Tuatara.
He hasn't stopped his hot streak. Good find by Vodonovic.
Well, that was all created by that slip at the half court.
That's that maturity from Vodonovic. Normally he would have pulled up and shot that himself. Saw the defender coming out of the corner. Made the extra pass. Wilkie gets a nice start.
Just a slight pause of play as Ryan Jones wants that part of the floor mopped up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was a wet spot or just a slip on the decal. I feel like it was Carter just went to push back and just lost his footing.
Carter back to Witt. 3:40 left in this first quarter. I hope you're enjoying it. Certainly been intriguing so far. Wits, see you later. You won it. Wow. Here's Durand, and now a foul by Wilkie.
You've got to love Casey. You are coming across. And an awesome drive by Witt. Door was closed very quickly by Ioane.
This is going to look good on the replay, Dylan.
Ooh. Beautiful.
There was no foul, in fact, at all on Wilkie. There's Ioane looking to do it at both ends. Besto. Messi in the end for the Tuatara.
Good hustle from Nuafor. Ioane, beautiful drive, just wasn't able to execute the pass to Besto.
Jeez, he's been to highlight plays already
Sure
in the
has.
first few games of the season.
I'll tell you what, there's some exciting players going downhill in both teams here.
Really is. I reckon we're going to have some showstoppers for the rest of this game too. Witt over to Carter. Carter, well short on that occasion. Wafor.
He's probably got a case there. He got a little whack on the head from Chris Johnson by accident. Good hustle from Nuafor. Get on the boards. Matt Freeman checks in for his first minutes of the season with a heavily braced knee.
Good to see Matt Freeman here.
Awesome to see him back on the floor.
Yeah. Junior Tall Blacks player in 2015. And he's back after a season with the Bulls in 2023. Only season in the Cells NBL. His career again. Chosen to play overseas a lot. Now there goes Vodonovic. And he's fouled at the three-point line.
It's 2 fouls on 3-point shots. Vodonovic will step to the line to shoot 3. Freeman just a little bit over-aggressive defensively. And Vodonovic does shoot with his legs out.
So Tommy V at the line. Didn't play in the Aussie NBL this year.
His body's probably feeling great right now. Nice and fresh, ready to go. It's good to see him back out there.
Second one falls. He's a vital free throws here towards the end of the first quarter.
What a guy to bring off the bench.
Absolutely. Nice job. Tommy V, he's got all 3 Leaders back out to 9. Got to get down to 3. Duran. Wafo. A little bit of communication issues there for the Bulls as the shot clock goes down to 5. Oh boy, that's a lovely shot.
Looks good, Boyd getting himself going. Hasn't had a lot of opportunity in this first quarter.
He's got 4 points. Johnson over to you one here. He's just getting better and better with each game. Provides for Wilkie.
I tell you what, Wilkie needs to set up shop in that corner. He is wide open again.
Well, those two bench players working together beautifully there. Duran tries to leave Wilkie for dead. Nice pass into Wafo.
But numbers back the other way.
Here's Vodanovic. Johnson.
Yeah, nice.
That was super cool from Chris Johnson. Still a minute 40 to play. And Tuatara almost cracking 30.
Oh, well, Boyd from deep.
Can't nail it. Here's Besto.
Gonna have to get back.
Frantic pace this first quarter. Besto. Vodanovic for 3. Boyd's got the weak side rebound. Here he goes again, and he's racing down court. Check that out.
Oh, good hand. That was a hard hack.
And then Besto stood out of court. Jeez, man, I don't know about you, but I think we might need some oxygen tank sideline.
Well, I can tell you whose favourite's going to play in favour of, and that's Tuatara with the depth of their bench. Bulls are hanging in right now, but they don't want to play at this frenetic pace.
Boyd.
You can tell Boyd can score the way he plays the game and able to make that one, but he looks comfortable with the ball in his hands.
Besto. Here's Dilling for 3.
I think I'll put the commentator's curse on him, saying how he can shoot.
Carter back out there. Duran for 3.
He can shoot.
And it goes for Jalen Duran.
As he runs into the referee.
He's on the board for the first time in the game. And the season, the former Panther and Ayers player.
There's one thing Jalen Duran can do, and that is put that thing in the hoop from the three-point line.
Johnson over to Besto, and there's a foul on that rotation. He's going to go on bigger. It's a 7-point game, 34.4 left. Tuatara have only conceded 1 foul in the quarter as well.
Yeah, that's certainly, it is incredible. They've been the aggressor, though, which has got them to the free throw line. Again, 6 of the free throws coming from the three-point line.
Johnson. 8 from 12 from the free throw line in this first quarter for the Tuatara.
Tom Vodanovic doing a good job being disruptive out there.
Duran coming forward. Oh, look at the Showtime play. He could have taken the shot himself there.
Yeah, I feel like throwing the ball over Chris Johnson is a pretty adventurous target. I'm sure Big R's a good athlete, but over Chris Johnson's pretty tough pass.
Freeman going to put a 3 up. Off target, and it's been grabbed by Wilkie. So here is Tuatara with potentially the last shot of the quarter.
High scoring quarter.
As Josh Dilling comes forward. Needs to soak up a bit more time on that game clock. Dilling. Vodanovic. And it goes to ice the quarter for the Tuatara. They've dropped 34 points in the first quarter. Very impressive from the home team. And Tom Vodanovic has got 6 points off the bench. 34-22 at quarter time.
Great cities around the world. Now, other groups have been ready to rumble for the crowd. They've got to dribble up, get as many buckets as they can, and come back. to Tama and Connor and grab the pizza slice. It's coming down, guys. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, Austin, and let's go, Kingston. Right, every time. Look at this straight away. Austin just flying over the base there. Grabs himself one. Kingston looks good on this one. Let's see if he can grab himself a voucher. Lascelles one. We've got Connor there and Tama getting amongst it. D10 out there as well. One of the best videographers in the world. And Austin now going for another one. Lays it up. Oh, getting a contract. He is flying tonight. Here comes Kingston. Still plenty of time for pizzas here. One slice, one for you. And a couple for the photo as well. Another one. Well done to Kingston. Austin is going great, guys. But they've only got 5 seconds remaining. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last shot each. Puts it up. Shot on that one. Oh, and off the iron there. Well, let's hear it. Ladies and gentlemen, for Austin and Kingston. And of course, Tama Tuatara.
Wow, very high scoring quarter here to open this game. Here on Auckland's North Shore with the Tuatara up by 12. And all 5 of their starters have scored, and 2 players off the bench have scored heavily as well. Leading scorer in the game, Rob Lowe with 7. Chris Johnson, Dylan Wilkie and Tom Vodanovich all have 6 each. And Jace Carter, he is going to be a player to watch. He's got 11 for the Bulls in the first quarter. There's the Cells NBL Steel Combo. Valid until next Monday. Scan that QR code or go to online and enter Cells NBL 26 for that $35 special. Get into it, folks, as we start the second quarter. Here goes Witt. And Carter goes to work again. He's up to 13.
Yeah, he's playing the 4 spot, setting a screen there. Peyton Hughes coming in, getting some minutes to start the second quarter as well.
Very good performance from Hughes in the Rapid League game. Almost gets the steal there as Dilling salvages it for the Tuatara. Besto. Nice. Doesn't get the roll off the rim. Rob Lowe gets the rebound. Riley finishes off.
Riley is so disruptive out there,
I tell you what, also Dylan, Cam Glidden's fast fibers are still right on it.
I'm surprised he didn't shoot it when he caught it.
Exactly. He was arguing for a foul there and then just caught that ball without even looking.
Riley picking up full court, navigating screens.
Here's Witt trying to create space for Carter again. Witt over to Bigger. Now here's Carter. 5 on the shot clock again. Jace Carter over Vodanovich. Ooh, that wasn't far away.
It looked good too. You can tell he likes that rhythm 3, off the dribble, off the bounce.
Besto over to Lowe now. Josh Dilling.
Good pass.
Wasn't it? Oh! And Lowe's going to get himself 2 more points from that.
Rob Lowe just accumulates points, doesn't he? He's just such a handful around the hoop. Does a great job slipping out of the screens there. Knows when the weak side's coming. Too big. So the Bulls have really got to stop the bleeding here. They've got to get stops. They just can't get stops right now.
Well, there's just so much firepower out there for the Tuatara. Dilling's going to pick up the foul on Witt. Good job on the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, good job by Witt, getting in the lane, throwing the head back, showing the ref there's a bit of contact there. Go and get himself 2 settlers from the free throw line.
Carter Witt, only 23 years of age. This is his second pro contract here in New Zealand. Went to Germany for his first one.
It's good getting these young, hungry imports that really want to prove themselves to go on to bigger and better leagues out there.
Witt, free throw there was his first points of the game from the Chemist Warehouse stripe. Nice job from him. 2 valuable points for the Bulls, but that deficit is still rather large.
Bit of full court pressure coming on here.
Vodanovich. Tuatara feel like they're just going to keep coming at teams every possession all year. And Vodanovich is going to pick up this first off-the-ball foul. A little discussion between the referees too here about whether that might have been an unsportsmanlike foul.
There's no doubt Vodanovich was frustrated at the physicality of Carter. Told him. Did a good job selling it. But you can't push someone. Just no two ways about it. You let those ones go.
So the foul goes on Vidanovic, but it wasn't unsportsmanlike. Ruled by the officials. They had a good corridor about it.
Yeah, Carter's a strong player. Vidanovic didn't like the way he was picking him up full court. Thought he was getting fouled. Baited him into it. Then sold it to the referees.
So well marked closely by Riley.
Oh,
Carter
nice.
got the switch out. That was good play. Carter's got the ball now, and he is fouled.
I tell you what, he is feeling himself right now. He nearly posterized Chris Johnson there.
Tell you what, there's some Bulls fans in the crowd here tonight as well.
Yeah, made that drive. The long drive to the North Shore. Oh, good job from Bigger, sealing Chris Johnson in there.
Chase Carter has the line for the three-point play.
Doing everything right now.
Isn't he? And he rolls that one in two. So the lead's back under 10 again. And Carter is up to 16 points. Low. Riley. Oh, Carter. Unlucky to grab that one.
Had it, just didn't quite corral it in.
Rowdy, okay, had a selfie stick out there trying to grab that one. He's a serious athlete, Dylan.
He sure is. He's gonna. I tell you what, there's going to be some highlight plays as Sean Bairstow
What about that?
Gets the size advantage over Boyd.
Bairstow.
The Tuatara team is so talented. Yeah. So much talent on the floor.
And they're combining really well in this first game.
They sure are.
They've had some good training sessions, you can tell. No three-point play, though, for Sean Bairstow from the Chemist Warehouse drive. Jalen Duran comes forward for the Bulls. It's come off Riley.
There's the right idea. Not quite executed.
Witt to inbound at Boyd. Fancy himself. Creates space for himself beautifully there, and Bigger again can't get it out of Chris Johnson's hands.
Yeah, Bigger did a good job getting on the boards there.
Oh, good steal by Witt. And Johnson's reached in for a foul there.
Great hands by Witt. Read the pass.
That's Johnson's second foul.
He did a good job slowing the play down there so they didn't get a fast break, but picked up a second in the quarter. Doesn't want to get his third.
They want to get the ball to Carter as much
sure do, yeah.
as possible.
On cue.
There's Carter in the corner, and he nails another triple. Wow, that's his fourth of the game, and he's up to 19 points.
Wow. Not the guy you want to leave open. He's got a handful down here, though.
But the thing is, though, is there enough threat from the rest of the Bulls lineup to support Jace Carter, Dylan?
Well, right now it's not looking like it. He's going to have someone go with him. So who is that going to be? Who's going to step up and carry the scoring load with him? Witt has done some good stuff out there. Can he step up? Boyd? You know, or is it someone like Matt Freeman coming off the bench now who can stretch the floor, knock down threes?
You know what I love too is Rob Lowe here. He is still in to win.
Oh yeah, he's a competitor. He's a competitor, and he probably understands that, you know, Carter's doing a good job on the offensive end. He's going to try and make him play some D. And Rob Lowe's a handful in there, you know, like he may not look super strong, but I can tell you what, he's a handful to deal with, and he's crafty.
And that free throw takes him to 10 points. Witt with the teardrop. And there were 3 players there for the Tuatara, and they still couldn't secure that one.
Yeah, a little loose ball there. Bulls will get another shot at Witt. Beautiful drive, nice little teardrop. You don't understand how tough it is to shoot a teardrop over Chris Johnson. I tell you what, he may not get many blocks in this game, but I tell you what, he's got a lot of change shots like that.
Takes a heavy fall. Here comes Bairstow. Bairstow! Oh, Sean Bairstow with a beauty.
He almost paused mid-air on that one.
It's a bit ugly, but very effective for Sean Bairstow. Freeman for 3. This is his second shot from downtown.
I'll tell you what, I've seen him make those, so that's definitely a shot in his range.
If you get hot, things will get interesting.
My only worry with Carter is, can he do this for 40 minutes?
Yeah.
And it's a lot. He's playing hard at both ends too.
Low.
Rob Lowe puts his head down.
Dilling. Look at Carter flying in there again. That was hugely impressive, that rebound. No foul mid-court by Rob Lowe. Here's Witt. Witt, that's nice.
That's beautiful.
Jace Carter, his other stats, 19 points, 5 rebounds as well. Well by Duran on Ioane.
Yeah, Duran put a little bit extra on it just to stop the momentum.
See how many double-doubles Jace Carter's going to get this season.
Yeah.
You're going to get a lot of them.
The wave keeps coming from the Tuatara with Vodonovic and Wilkie coming back in.
Carter's going to take a seat.
Yeah, I think
the other thing too, Dylan, he's not overly tall, is he?
No, he's not. He's a nice, strong body. Yeah, absolute athlete.
Dilling to inbound it here for the Tuatara.
A little confusion here with the whistle going.
Jones just clarifying something. What Carter? Sari's been in the game so far, but team still trails by 9. Here's Johnson. For 3.
Good box out from Bigger.
On the fast break here.
Nice.
What might be the player? He's going to go with Carter. Dylan.
Taking his opportunity with Carter being off the floor. Witt says, get the ball in my hands. Nice little pull-up J there.
6 points for Carter. Witt. Timeout called by the Tuatara and Coach Cam Glidden. Nice stuff from Carter Witt. Only 2 from 6 in the game, but comes Saturday back to 7. Tuatara, remember, at 13-0 at the start of the game, and they've been in control pretty much since. That led to get cut to 3 at one point before they pulled away again, but at least there's a bit of heart and courage from this Bulls team.
Yeah, the Bulls are showing signs, for sure. They're definitely showing signs of life. Just got to get that consistency out there and get a couple of guys to go at the same time. At the moment, it's one at a time. Need a couple more to go at the same time.
They need to get more stops too, because at the moment, from the field, Tuatara are 55% in the game.
That's right, and Alice Bigger has been out there for 10 minutes, hasn't taken a shot, big fella. They're starving him of points. They've got to come off those on balls, draw some defense, drop it off to the big fella, let him go to work inside. But I tell you what, if I was playing like Jace Carter, I'd keep the ball in my hands too.
Yeah, 100%. Carter with 19 points, leading scorer in the game for the Bulls. Rob Lowe with 10.
Yeah, I'm not sure they can afford to leave him off for too long. I certainly would have used that break to give him a little rest and put him back in.
Yeah, big surge towards the final 5 minutes. Carter is on 2 fouls though, Dylan. That's the only thing.
That's exactly why he's off.
Yeah. Johnson looks to set a screen. Gets it back from Dilling. Bogdanovic with the offensive rebound. Here's Dilling.
I've definitely commentated Kirsten for sure.
Boyd's got it.
That's a wide open one.
Now important the Bulls score here. Here's Anderson. Boyd trying to work off bigger. Tough shot for Darren Boyd, but he's got it.
You can certainly tell all three imports can score. It's a physical goal game out there. The referees are letting them play.
Good to see.
Yeah, absolutely. And Franklin, they're just 5 points down now.
Here's Vidanovic. Casey Ioane. Backs himself against Big. A little reach in there by Witt. And the refs are going to call that one, Ryan Jones.
Yeah, Witt with the reach in.
Second foul for Carter Witt.
Yeah, they definitely can't get in foul trouble. Here we go. Here's Carter back in the game.
Carter Witt's going to check out on 2 fouls.
Oh, got a big lineup out there now. So interesting to see where they play Carter, whether they're playing him at the point guard or whether that's going to be Boyd's responsibility.
Ioane.
Wide open.
Anderson.
Oh,
Johnson.
oh, wow.
What is going on there? I tell you what happened is Ioane somehow found his hands on the ball.
I'll tell you what, if he had made that play, that would have been unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Anderson over to Carter. Boyd. He's lost it, and there's a foul by Vidanovic.
Done a good job drawing the foul on Vidanovic there. Hand caught in the cookie jar.
I tell you who I'm excited for. I think he's going to have a really good season is Casey Ioane.
Absolutely. I love the way he plays. He's playing with a lot of confidence right now as he earns a rest.
Player off the bench for the Tuatara this season, and he was fantastic in that Rapid League game earlier this evening. So Terran Boyd at the line here for the Franklin Bulls.
Yeah, I think Casey Ioane's going to catch a few people by surprise this year with his athleticism. Already saw a nice block in this game.
Boyd with 2 free throws for the Bulls. Lead still is 5 for the Tuatara. Here comes Zach Riley. Bairstow, up by Carter. Oh, nice play.
Carter, good D. Playing with fire. They would hate to see him pick up a 3rd foul there.
Here's Boyd. Freeman. Here's Carter with 10 on the shot clock. Freeman, nice fake at the 3-point line, but Vidanovic wasn't buying it. Freeman, hard luck. Low on the fast break down to Dilling. A little floater from Dilling, no foul on the American. Here comes Boyd.
I'll tell you what, Carter's playing with fire right now as Rob Lowe gets away with one on Noir 4.
Noir 4. It's been ruled to come off Vidanovic that play.
Wow, there's a comedy of errors right now.
Can the Bulls cut this lead?
Tell you what, the physicality is.
It's out
there. All
it's
right.
top shelf, mate.
It is.
Here's Carter. Stop it, Jace Carter.
Tell you what, he's a bucket.
21 points in the first half, and we still have 3 minutes to go, Dylan.
That's right.
Bairstow goes baseline. Lane shuts. Good defense there by Zion Anderson. And Bairstow just stood out of court there. Has he? Or it's a foul against Smith 4? A little unlucky there, maybe.
A little too aggressive. A lot of holding and grabbing on the on ball. 2 shots. Both teams in the bonus. Jalen Duran checks back in for Matt Freeman.
It was Zion Anderson who picked up that foul, in fact. All about the angles there. Ryan Jones he was in an unobstructed view there. So Sean Bairstow goes back to the line. He's got 9 with that free throw from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
He'll happily take those easy points.
The Bulls are still in there fighting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right there is Bairstow. Remember, folks, the Tuatara put in 34 points in that first quarter. They found scoring a lot tougher in the second.
Yeah, the Bulls have certainly turned up the physicality on defense. Oh, Carter, you don't want to be setting a moving screen. Here he comes back at the top.
And Riley having a good little ding-dong as we see Duran. It's come off. I think Dilling there with 7 on the shot clock.
Yeah, he came off his back. Gerard trying to draw the foul there.
Carter. It's Duran, but straight away to Carter, who looks for the Showtime play.
Wow.
How did he get through there? He reckons he was fouled as well.
Tell you what, he jumped so far on that jump move. He's playing at both ends too. Rob Lowe wants it inside.
Rob Lowe, nice pass into Bairstow.
Short-armed it.
Oh, Rob Lowe somehow got it back.
Oh,
Lafor gets it out to Boyd.
Rob Lowe will be disappointed. Great
Here's
pass.
Durand. Oh, and it
Yes.
goes, and we've got a tie ball game.
There we go.
What a comeback from the Bulls, who have not led at any stage of this game.
I tell you what, they've turned up their physicality defensively, and it's paying dividends right now and making shots.
They have outscored the Tuatara in this quarter so far by 25 to 13.
It's a great quarter.
And Durand, he's got that outside threat. Great stuff from Franklin.
Franklin have well and truly settled into this game now. On the back of Carter carrying them right now.
Man, 23 points at 69%. 4 from 7 from the three-point line. 6 rebounds as well for Carter.
He is doing it all. And he's playing hard at the defensive end too. Just do not pick up your third foul in the last 2 minutes of this quarter.
Definitely not.
If anything, you probably want to keep him on the bench, you know, because he's so valuable.
Such a 50-50 call, isn't it?
It is. It's a, you know, and he doesn't look like he's the kind of guy who wants to just sit back and not play defense.
Yeah, 100%.
As we see some Gangnam styles going on in the background in the crowd. Good to see the fans wearing their Junior Breakers t-shirts out there.
100%, mate. That new season's going to roll around pretty fast, Dylan.
Very quick, very quick.
What reaction are we going to get from the Tuatara here?
Yeah, they've certainly, you're going to have to absorb punches.
Carter remains out there for the Bulls, by the way.
I'm loving the full court commitment here. Oh, Riley trying to draw that foul on Carter. They would like nothing more than a third foul on him.
Lowe back to Bairstow. Nice pass. Lowe. Little float, it's no good. Carter's got the rebound, his 7th of the game. 1 minute 40 to play.
Carter wide open. Missed him.
Duran.
Here he is.
From the corner.
Oh.
And that's come off. Yes, it has. Tuatara. Combination there of Vidanovic and Dilling.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there. It's not the first time this has happened. Just players feeling each other out, knowing how they play.
Chance for the Bulls to take the lead for the very first time in this game with this possession. Boyd is fouled by Bairstow.
Bairstow just hand a little bit forward, not straight up and down. Boyd did a good job using his body, going on the reverse layup.
Darren Boyd. Can't quite give the Bulls the lead just yet. Well, he does now. First time the Bulls have been in front of the game.
Absolutely. Rob Lowe missed a couple of uncharacteristic layups at the other end. Here's Bairstow, beautiful. Nice little settler there for Bairstow. Goes up to 11 for the game.
Bairstow's going so fast, we felt the wind coming off in there, Dylan, courtside here. Tuatara back in front by 1. Duran just hitting the pause button just for a moment. Boyd. That's a lovely finish from Darren Boyd. He's hit double figures. He's on 10. Bairstow. I think that was Riley really ramping up the pace. And Lafor comes out. And is fouled. Zach Riley.
And Nuafu's done a good job getting out on those on balls, just a little bit too aggressive there, and Riley actually just did a good job driving straight into him, drawing that foul as we see Witt and Freeman about to check back in.
Nuafu checks out. That was his second personal, by the way. Freeman back in there. And Carter Witt comes back in for the last 43 seconds on 2 fouls as well. Zach Riley at the line.
Zach Riley shooting his 6th and 7th free throws here in this game.
There's a lot of free throws from the Chemist Warehouse stripe here for the Tuatara in the first half. 19 in all.
Yeah, when you're playing that aggressive, there's going to be some fouls. And as Witt gets downhill.
Witt.
Oh, wow.
Lost control of that one.
Went for the 2-for-1.
Paid the price there, perhaps. A little rash, maybe. Easier to say in hindsight, though. Look at the lane open up there for Sean Bairstow.
That's where Bairstow's at his best. Downhill, attacking the rim. Freeman there, you can tell that lack of mobility with the knee brace on there. As we see the last shot for the Bulls. Coming up with 14 on the clock.
You can need a 3 to tie it. Carter's over in the corner there with Vidanovic, the bottom right of your screen.
He's going to be involved in this on balls, probably slip out of it. There he is.
Witt, 3 on the clock. Short with that play. And that will be the end of the half. So the Tuatara recover a little bit towards the end of that quarter. But it's tight here at the North Shore Event Centre. It's a 3-point game. And the major break is the Tuatara 53 and the Bulls 50.
Next up, Brandon Harcourt, Cooper and Co. We've got the first of our challenges here. One of 3 challenges, only 4-2. At the break, 4-2 by Harcourt, Cooper and Co. Now, this is a bit of fun. We have some family members here, and they have been joined at the hips, literally, and the heads. Now, what their challenge is to try and get all the way to the back ends. Snake around, and then the first one to get the bucket after they've done it will score a big prize with a second place, as well as we've got our friends here from Harcourt, Cooper and Co. in the building. Let's go! Right, start them off in 3, 2, 1, let's go! Okay, here we go. On this one, they're going to go opposite directions and drill their way around. You might notice Taylor is one of our great helpers as well. Budgie's son sometimes not so great helping as well. Wow, that was very rapid work from the girls. They've got the best prize. I don't know if high fives are going to work or not, but well done. You can take that off any moment now. But thanks to Harcourt, it's Cooper and Co for the action in this one. That high five is a lot easier. Yeah. So Esther's out on court there. And one of the amazing partners of the season, of course, is Harcourt, Cooper and Co. Let's have a quick listen to what they're going to say. Some of the best supporters.
Auckland Tuatara basketball this season.
Yes, we are. And here we are at the game. So let's hope we have another win today. The Tuatara team. And if you want to win with all your real estate requirements, make sure you contact Esther. She will help you a slam dunk with whatever you need for all of your real estate requirements.
We'll find you next time.
You bet.
Thanks once again to Harcourt, Cooper and Co. Our show will keep on going now, but we have a very cool item that can be won here tonight. Now, let's bring on now this awesome bit of kit that you can win here. Let's do a little bit of a walk around here to show you. It is our charity arm that we want to get into the community and help out as many charities as we can. For tonight, we've got a little chance to win a St. Louis Billiken singlet worn by Rob Lowe in his stints, his very famous stints in the US of A.
Well, it's half time in this Basketball stadium at Eventfinda Stadium, and it's a lovely poised game heading into the second half. The Tuatara up by 53 to 50 at the end of the first half. Ben Lama here with Dylan Boucher. Hey, they've made the correction. It says 9 now, mate.
I think it said 9 before.
Oh, did it? I need new glasses. Nice. Let's check out some Chemist Warehouse stats. And, well, we've gone on and on about Jace Carter in this first half. These stats are going to rubber stamp his performance, which has been super impressive in the first half. But there's been other contenders for MVP in this game as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Sean Bairstow's put his hand up, and especially at the back end of that second quarter, really getting downhill and getting to the hoop. And Rob Lowe mixing it up, 6 rebounds. Johnson with 5 and Bairstow with 5 as well. But Jace Carter doing it all by himself on the other side.
Indeed. And only 1 assist for Carter so far, but Darren Boyd starting to contribute there.
As I said before, if I was Carter and I was scoring like that, I'll be putting the ball in the hoop, not passing.
And that block from Ioane, which happened about 3 minutes 30 left in the first quarter, that was a great block. Really awesome. And a bit light on the steals front. Both teams have actually been looking after the ball pretty well in this game, Dylan.
Yeah, absolutely. No, it's been pretty good, pretty low turnovers, which is from a coaching standpoint exactly what you want to see. And generally early on in the season, while guys are working each other out, you'd think the turnovers would be a lot higher with just not in sync with each other, but both teams are taking care of the ball pretty well.
Indeed. How do you expect both teams to start the second half, starting with the Tuatara?
Yeah, I think it's going to come down to execution. I think if they can execute well and use their size advantage inside, I think they'll be able to push through to get the win on this one. But the Bulls, if they come out and can play D like they are, I tell you what, they're going to make a game of this thing. And if Carter can continue his hot form and, as I said earlier, have someone else on their team go with him scoring-wise, then they're going to be a handful. And it's going to come right down to the wire.
Indeed it will. Let's see what happens in the second half, which is coming up shortly. Stay with us.
Middle for the first one, and that would have been a foul. So that was lucky. It was just the warm up. Now keep your eyes on the shuffle. On now. Here we go. Oh, that was a rough one. What do you reckon, Tilly? We go middle. Let's fight with the middle. Oh, not quite there, but you do get 3 chances. That's the beauty. So you're just going to nail one of the next 2. Here we go again. Go to. Oh, that was really enough one. Okay, he's going left this time. Oh, no. Oh! Let's get middle. All right, we might have to ask the crowd for the next time and see what you reckon. Yeah, here we go. Shuffle again. Okay, I'll just quickly ask the crowd, because we haven't had much left. If you think it's left, make a bit of noise there. If you think it's the middle one, make noise. And bring that noise for the right. Pretty good. You've got to pick the middle, like this. Oh no! It is there. That's all right, let's give her a cheer anyway. It's Timmy. You've got a prize coming your way regardless. Got trickier as they went along on that. Oh, we've got a good bit of merchandise and some sales as well. Our favourite fast food joint. Defense coming around with that. Keep your head on. $5 for a ticket. $3 for Second time by Robles.
Welcome back here to Eventfinda Stadium, where we're enjoying the Tuatara Bulls game on round one of the NZNBL 2026, 53-50. High scoring game, lots of action, and some standout individual performance so far. Both teams. Carter headlining it with 23 points and 7 rebounds. Esto chiming in with 14. As we predicted at the start, I'm not surprised that percentages have really evened up as we enter the second half, Dylan.
Tuatara fans obviously turned on the TV.
Yeah.
Got behind their team as we see them at a slight advantage.
Absolutely. 52-48. If you want to vote, folks, just scan the QR code on the screen. YourShout.vote. It's always going to be fun to see if your team gets over the line. Earlier today, a very good win, wasn't it, for the Tauranga Whai, 101-95. Just remind you of the action coming up over the rest of the next few days. Double header tomorrow. Wellington Saints, the defending champions. Their first game against Manawatu, who probably think they should have won that game against the Airs on the opening night. And then the Giants and the Rams, the South Island derby. There's always a bit of spice to that one. And then the action resumes on Tuesday. Can the Airs go back-to-back against the Hawks, who dropped that game against the Whai today? And can the Nuggets go 2-0 against the Giants? The Saints look pretty handy again, don't they, in 2026, Dylan?
I'll tell you what.
Especially with Carlin Davison there now.
You never bet against the Saints, I tell you. They're a tough team every year. Jordan Mills does a great job assembling the group, and Aaron Young obviously convincing players like Carlin Davison to head that way is just adding to the firepower they already have, and the likes of Liafa.
And Hiram Harris, of course.
Hiram Harris, Jordan Hunt, the list goes on. Again, a very talented roster.
Pretty much got the best New Zealand players there. Although Canterbury, of course, have been such a good team in recent years. Sure, they've got something to say pretty shortly. And, of course, you know, Mike Fitchett, he'll be having that Nelson team fired up at some point, at some stage.
Absolutely. He'll be wanting a good start to the season. He had a really slow start last season and hit his straps, but it was a little bit too late in the end. You know, a little bit too little too late. So he'll be wanting to come out of the blocks in this one.
So plenty to look forward to over the next couple of days, and those two games coming up tomorrow should be really interesting. As will the second half of this game here between the Tuatara and the Bulls. Admirable job by the Bulls to fight back. They were getting wiped early in the game.
It'll be interesting to see if they start Pakorangi again. He didn't see a lot of minutes in that game, started the game and didn't do a bad job out there. Again, opened the scoring for them. There he is, sitting on the bench, ready to go. So it looks like he is going to be in the starting lineup. Good on him. Get out there and get some more minutes, young fella, and show them what you got.
He got 4 minutes of court time in that first half.
Pretty tough job. They came in and had the guard Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
Giving away about 5 inches on Rob Lowe. It's maybe even more. And probably a few kilos as well. So that's never easy.
Lowe probably looked at that matchup thinking, well, this is all my Christmases coming at once here. No disrespect to the young fella.
That's right. Absolutely. And Rob, certainly been a vet, understands if a young guy's guarding him, he's going to try and go right at them. As he gets the matchup with Rob Lowe again.
Yeah.
And we see the Bulls continuing with their full court defense.
And both starting fives back out there for both teams as well. Here's Bairstow getting rid of Carter. And straight away Dilling. Riley. Nice steal there from Carter Witt.
Yeah, Witt did a good job getting back in the play. Oh.
Riley takes a skate. Pakorangi. Witt. Back to Pakorangi for three. And it goes, and a great start again to his time on court.
And Riley slipping on his own wet spot. But Pakorangi, again, showing that he's going to open the scoring again in this half. I love it, love to see it.
Fantastic play.
Didn't hesitate either. That's what you like to see from a young fella. Looked over, smiled at the bench, smiled, pointed. Obviously they told him to shoot the ball when he's open, and he did, and he cashed in.
He's got 5 points in the game. Here's Besto. Getting a little reminder there for the Tuatara. They're not going to go away as Bigger takes a tumble, and Lowe helps himself to 2 points. He's got 12. Boyd working off Bigger. That was a nice adjustment, wasn't it?
It was. He definitely had his wits about him, knowing to be able to pull that one out.
Boyd.
Oh, wow.
A little nudge from behind there from Besto, but it still falls.
And they come out hot.
2 threes for the Bulls to start this third quarter. Besto. Besto gets rid of Pakorangi that time.
Yeah, just a little deep on his on-ball screen show. Besto able to turn the corner. Just a little bit of an experience there. Got to know who you're closing out on.
Topsy-turvy start to this third quarter. Here's Witt.
Tell you what, there's a lot of physicality in these screens as Boyd gets a challenge shot. Oh, okay, now Boyd's cooking.
14 points for Derek Boyd.
Was calling for that second score. It looks like it's Boyd's putting his hand up as Rob Lowe slips to the hoop. Oh!
Did we just see what we just saw, Boyd? Bigger. No foul from Johnson.
Bigger, I called for them to share the ball with him. He should have done better on that one. But Rob Lowe, Jace Carter says, no, not why I'm at the rim.
That was unbelievable.
Like, I can only hear it is. Let's see this replay here. Went out of camera shot a little bit, but Jace Carter is a guard, and he got up there to block Rob Lowe at the rim. As Besto tries to turn the corner.
I'm still picking my jaw up off the floor. Here's Johnson. Oh, that's strong play from CJ.
This Tuatara team, they're so talented individually. At any one time, anyone can put the ball on the floor and create a play. And when your center's able to do that, it's a pretty good luxury to have.
Chris Johnson at the line for the three-point play from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
Darren Boyd up to 17 points now.
Yeah.
Certainly is that second weapon. Right now, he looks like his #1 weapon. And Carter's doing it on the defensive end.
Let's not forget that Witt contributed a little bit there for a little while.
I think Witt is actually a very good point guard, and I think he's done a good job controlling the tempo of this game and attacking the hoop.
Johnson for the lead again.
There's only one basketball, so only one person can score at any one time.
That's it. Johnson with that three-point play. He's up to 9. Tuatara back in front by 1. Here's Witt.
Carter wide open at the top, missed him.
Yeah, he drives strongly. Oh, Johnson gets his own back there. Here comes Besto on the break.
Oh, good find.
Short shot there from Dilling. Just hasn't quite found his form. He's 1 from 7 from the field.
Short on every shot. Oh, good hand there. Ooh, might have had a case there.
Still going to be Bulls possession with 17 on the shot clock. Plenty of time.
Carter may only be like 6'4".
Yeah.
I don't know what he's listed at, but he is not big.
I'd love to see his vertical jump.
Absolutely.
Here's Witt, what that measurement is. Here's Carter. Carter trying to find space around Lowe. Too much work to do on that occasion.
Rob Lowe down the middle here. Besto wide open on the perimeter.
So is Dilling. Into Lowe now.
Mismatch here.
Yeah, he'll fancy himself against Pakorangi. And look who wins the day.
Rob Lowe's missed a couple today that have been shots he normally makes. As Witt draws the foul, getting to the hoop.
Yeah, it was Riley. Going on Zach Riley. Picks up his first foul of the night.
As we see Freeman and Anderson checking in for Carter and Pakorangi.
Witt looking for movement.
Oh, Very lucky not to be a 5-second violation there.
Here's Bigger.
Oh, good strong move.
Couldn't nail it though. It's Johnson. Season Vince.
And a foul by the look of it. Yep. Foul on Matty Freeman by the look of it. Throwing Rob Lowe out of the way. What a sight seeing Chris Johnson lead the break, and those long limbs. The sea just parted.
Thanks for coming.
Absolutely. I tell you what, you want to get out of the way of that freight train coming down, because you might end up on a poster.
Yeah, that's not stopping at the station, is it? Oh, lovely shot there from Zach Riley.
Riley doing a good job, chipping away. Up to 9 now for the game.
Yeah, Tuatara back in front by 5.
Oh, good physical screen as Boyd pulls up. Zion Anderson on the board. Boyd again.
Good work from Anderson. Here's Witt for 3. Still got it.
Oh, he's got a mismatch. Rob Lowe's got a mismatch down the court. He's got Witt on him. Could be 3 seconds here.
Foul is going to go on Carter Witt. Tight call, that one.
Either Rob Lowe is seagulling out down the floor. He's super fit and super fast, because he is leading the break.
Maybe a bit of combination of both, Dylan, you reckon?
I think I put it down to a savvy vet, knowing when to run the lanes and when not to.
So Lowe's going back to the line here. 12 points in this contest.
Again, just smart. Does a good job keeping the ball up high so the guards can't come down and steal it.
Oh, the free throw shooting for the Tuatara. 14 from 21. It's all right, but it's not great.
Not the greatest, no. And certainly Rob Lowe has left a few points out there that he'd normally make. But they still sit with a 5-point lead.
Players in double figures for the Tuatara. Johnson with 11 with that slam before. Bairstow leading the way with 16. He gets that second. He's got 13. Here's Freeman. Witt. It's around with no force help. Freeman for 3. That looked good right from release.
It sure did. And we've seen that many, many times in this gym.
Here's Bairstow.
Oh, good find. Ioane. Oh.
Hard luck. Well, someone flew in there, almost got it. Here's Boyd on the fast break.
Oh,
Freeman.
Oh, that's short. Someone needs to close that door down the bottom there. A little bit of draft coming in by the look of that one.
Yeah.
He just completely short-armed that one.
Still right there. It's a very tight game. 12 apiece it is in this third quarter between these two teams. Almost halfway through it now. Here's Zach Riley. Jalen Duran back out there.
Oh, good pass.
Beautiful pass into Johnson.
Just no one coming across on that weak side there. Rob Lowe calling for a sub.
Freeman, nice fake. Freeman. Not quite feeling it from the three-point line. He's made just one shot. It's Matt Freeman from 5 attempts now. Here's Johnson.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a
menacing sight.
Yeah.
Here's Riley. Low for 3. Oh, low. Second 3 of the game.
You got to love Rob Lowe. Looks over the bench, calls for a sub. Then goes, I'm just going to have one more shot while I'm here.
Boyd.
Great pass. Jalen Duran threading the needle.
And beautiful gather there from Boyd. Back come the Bulls again. Bairstow. Oh, just
well done. Uh-oh.
Avoids the half-court violation. Johnson. Foul's going to go against Darren Boyd. 4:23 left. It's been helter-skelter again. Chris Johnson's going to go back to the free throw line here. Chemist Warehouse stripe. Johnson hasn't missed a free throw in this game. That's 4 from 4 for him.
Going with 9 boards as well. I mean, he's tall, but he has got long arms too. And he's athletic.
He looks in good nick, doesn't he, for his age? He's 39.
Absolutely.
Still doing the business.
Oh, wow. Matt Freeman called for the offensive foul here.
Well, that was the worst possible call at the worst possible time for the Bulls.
Absolutely. Just when you need that momentum and it just gets killed.
Time for Danovich back out there now. Hasn't been used for a lot of minutes. He's been out there for 13 minutes, so he'll be fresh.
Oh, here's Carter. Oh. Throw it up, throw it up. Here it is.
Oh. Just the timing not there, but Carter adjusts beautifully. Duran is just remonstrating with himself there.
He sure is.
Yeah, he didn't get the timing right. But Danovich for 3. Hard off the rim. It's Kine for your one in.
Oh, it's a mismatch.
Johnson. I don't think that's going to count.
It's not going to count.
It's going to go on Noir.
That's his 3rd foul. He was playing defense with his butt.
He was. CJ back at the line again. First miss from the Chemist Warehouse stripe on the night.
You can only imagine Chris Johnson. He's 39 years old. You can only imagine him in his prime.
Oh, yeah.
Like when he was playing in the NBA. Like he's a handful now, but man, back then. Whew.
Yeah, absolutely. Got experience in 10 countries now in his career. Durant, beautiful pass. Boyd off target. No, Nafor's got it though.
Good job, Casey Noir for it.
Boyd. Low maintenance or high risky shot, but he was wanting. The call didn't get one. Ooh, and now Boyd.
Boyd's
hit the focus button nicely there.
Yeah, he's done a couple of nice defensive plays. Oh, he's open.
Boyd can't nail it though. There goes our man Carter again. 3 for Freeman. Just short that time. Wilkie's got it.
I'll tell you what, they're playing with fire. Tuatara as Vodonovich sets a screen that only Vodonovich. Oh, Wilkie looked off Vodonovich wide open.
It's come off Carter that one, so it's going to be Tuatara ball.
Durand a little beat up on that screen, grabbing the shoulder.
Finally we're getting a timeout, Dylan.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Unreal. 72-66. We've still got 2:50 left in the 3rd.
High octane game, all right.
Two teams that really want to win.
We're going to go to the stand. Let's allow us. Let's hear. Bring it on.
Well, let's have a look at some stats for you, Carter. 25 points and 9 rebounds for the Bulls. Darren Boyd's up to 19. 2 rebounds, 4 assists now for him. And then on the other side, the Tuatara, 3 players in double figures. Johnson on 15, Bairstow and Lowe both on 16. Lowe's also grabbed 10 rebounds and 6 rebounds, and Johnson's got 10. So he's secured his double-double.
And Rob Lowe with 6 also as well, 4 on the offensive end.
And a couple of 3-pointers at vital times. I tell you, Bairstow's having a fine all-round game too, isn't he?
Yeah, they've allowed him to get downhill, and that's where he's at his best. And as you can see, no 3-point attempts from Bairstow, but 7 from 10, getting downhill and getting to the rim. 2 assists to go with it.
Yeah, 6 rebounds for Bairstow as well. And 16 points.
Franklin Bulls just 4 turnovers. It's a fantastic job taking care of the ball. And we talked about Witt earlier. That was the ball's primarily in his hands. So he's taking ball handling responsibilities, taking care of it well.
And Tuatara still shooting the ball at 50% in this game. Billing. Wilkie into Vodonovich. Fortunate to keep possession there is Lowe. Kicks it out to Dilling, who nails the three.
I think Rob Lowe's looks down and out. Oh no, it's big body hitting the floor.
Well, he had his injury problems last NBL, didn't he?
He did.
He only played 13 games last year for the Tuatara.
Nice to see Dilling knock his first outside jumper down.
Yeah, he struggled a little bit, hasn't he? 2 from 8 tonight.
He struggled all right. Big difference when you're coming into your first game. You know, trainings is one thing, and then you get to game time and, you know, the lungs are burning a little bit harder. I've no doubt he's a shooter, and we're going to see many more threes throughout the season from him.
Yeah, you feel like he's going to get hot at some point. Speaking of hot.
Oh, man. I tell you, the rhythm. He's a rhythm three-point shooter. He loves that little step back as Vodanovic nearly collects another body in the backcourt. Oh, Ioane.
Lovely pass from Rob Lowe. KC Ioane.
And this kid can fly, I tell you.
He can. He is exciting. 4 points for him. And he plays hard without the ball too. Witt. Here's Carter again. Low fell by Low. Carter got the soft hands as well for those 2 points.
Can't do that in this league. Jace Carter to leave the ball. Gets a delay game warning. Nuapo, good job on the O boards there over Rob Lowe. Vodanovic is lining up bodies in the backcourt. I tell you what, they better start calling those screens because someone's going to get hurt out there.
It's been lost out of court by Duran. 13 on the shot clock for the Tuatara.
And for those young big guys listening at home, always call the screen in the backcourt. Your guards do not want to get hit with a screen because you haven't called it.
Ioane with 8 on the shot clock. Well, he threw it to Mr. Invisible.
Dan Ryan was ready to shoot that.
I have no doubt he would have nailed it.
If you're that little involved in basketball, you're no doubt a shooter.
Just watching Jeff Green there. He said to Dan Ryan, why don't you shoot it, mate?
Yeah.
Here comes Carter Witt. It's exactly what the Bulls needed to stop. Boy, can't get around Ioane though. Good defense by the young fella.
Great D. Oh, nice.
Oh. He got through there somehow. Dilling, quick shot. Not going to fall. And that's off Bairstow and it's Bulls ball.
Yeah, Ryan Jones corrects his error.
Ooh.
Well done, that's good refereeing. Just pointed the wrong direction. It's the advantage of having a guard the size of Bairstow. As he's got the smaller Jalen Durand on him.
And Dan Ryan really making a case for that. His request is going unanswered.
I feel like it was the right call. It did look a little awkward. Bairstow definitely touched it, but I thought it came off a Bulls player.
Dilling. Bulls need another stop here.
But those little moments kill you as a coach when you're trying to close a gap in a game. As Rob Lowe.
Oh, he's away just this time, and now another tight call. And this time he's going to the Bulls.
I actually think that was off Carter, but it was a foul on Vodanovic.
I'm going to say that I reckon that was off. That should have been a Tuatara ball, and the other one should have been a Bulls ball. There comes Carter Witt.
A lot of talking.
Carter.
Oh, wow, that was nice.
Ooh, and the three-point play.
That was nice.
Fire those guns, Jace Carter.
I tell you, he's going to be fun to watch all season. He's got some character with it as well.
This is going to look good on the replay.
Oh, yeah, that was nice. Again, this is a guard going at the bigs. You know, he's going at the bigger Vodanovic, challenging him at the rim.
Carter again with the three-point plays up to 29. Bairstow.
29 and 10.
Yeah. Unreal. For his
We've
first
still
game
got a
in New
quarter to
Zealand.
go as Bairstow gets down.
Oh! Nuapo.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Bairstow.
No, he's grabbing at that arm.
Not in good shape after that.
Yeah, no, it's a bad one.
Cam Glidden over there in a flash.
Chris Johns, the physio, as well. A lot of concern from Carter too. Good to see the sportsmanship there.
Low over there as well. So 76. The Bulls trail by 1. He's done pretty well in the last couple of minutes because the Tuatara were threatening just to stretch out again.
Straight to the locker room.
Indeed. Favouring that right arm. See if we can pick up what happened here.
Oh yeah, the hand. Right arm got caught underneath him as he landed.
All his body took the weight on that, on the arm, didn't it?
You never want to see that.
Both teams desperate for a big start to the season.
So Riley subs in for the injured Bairstow and will step to the line for 2 free throws.
Now, this is going to be interesting, Dylan, to see how the Tuatara go without Bairstow. He's been influential in the game. 16 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Saw the other night, Caden Sand played really well for Manawatu, then picked up an ankle injury and was Manawatu were not quite the same after that point, even though he did return to the game.
Yeah, I get a feeling there's no returning for Bairstow on that one.
No.
That, you know, hopefully for him that is not a season-ending injury, but it looked pretty awkward.
Certainly did. But Cam Glidden's got depth on the bench. So Casey Ioane comes straight back into the game. Deep in discussion with Josh Stilling at the half court.
Glidden's appealing for a goaltend as well as the foul. And he's pretty hot on it. He feels like he's got a case.
It's not going to happen for him, is it?
Nope.
Zach Riley completes the 2 free throws.
Always good when you sub a guy and he knocks both free throws down.
Riley up to 11. 4th player to hit double figures for the Tuatara in this game. Last 30 seconds of the 3rd quarter. Here's Witt. Oh, action off the court, and Ioane and Duran, and that's going against Casey Ioane.
A little bit of physicality there.
Second foul of the game for Ioane.
Darren Boyd and Cam Glidden having a little laugh about that play. Sure they won't be laughing in the 4th quarter when it's this close.
Well, I tell you, even though there's a bit of camaraderie between these two teams, I feel like once the ball's in play, white line fever is on.
Absolutely. Zach Riley a little bit too aggressive there. They got 1 foul to give, so that's not a bad foul.
Riley picks up a second. Bulls would love the score to be a little tighter at the end of this quarter. This is only 3 points. A tight game or 1 behind would be better. Now Boyd, here's Anderson for 3. And Dylan Scott with 6 on the remaining in the quarter. Let's see what Riley can do mid-court. Charging foul.
Big call. Riley caught that on the burst. Duran picked the right direction, took the charge. That's one of those calls the referees love making. Like,
yeah,
there was no doubt Duran was moving a little bit there, took it square in the chest. So, you know, it's one of those ones hard for a referee to decide if that's a foul or not. But well done, Jalen Duran. Put himself in the best position to get the call.
Let's see what they can do with this play. Worth mentioning just very briefly that Jace Carter's on 4 fouls, Darren Boyd's on 3 fouls, and also Carter Witt is on 3 fouls.
Yeah, they're playing with fire, but you're going to have to keep these guys out there.
Boyd out there on 3, so too with Witt.
Carter picked up his 4th on that one with Bairstow. Oh, slipped on a wet spot.
Duran is well away, so it's a 3-point game heading into the last quarter. That quarter, folks, was tied 26 apiece. It's the Tuatara leading 79-76 with 1 quarter to play.
It's going to be a big finish coming up. The first takes our break. You can see my home screen here. Super power, earth movers. We're putting on a puzzle challenge here. We've got two sides. Make sure you get behind the side of the stand that you're on. Half time, halfway is who you're cheering for. So our two here, the Bulls and Lakers. If you're on this side of halfway, you cheer for them. If you're on this side, go for our two Tuatara fans here. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. It's the first one to put together. The puzzle here is a lot harder than it looks. It's a superpower, super puzzle. A 3/4 time. Oh, that's in right. Keep it rolling, boys. You got this. You got one piece there. These guys, if it does come down to a time, it'll be the most puzzle pieces there on the floor when we go to clear it. Looks like a bit of help everybody tonight. Come in handy. Tama, you're going to have to help out these guys. Slightly behind, but not by much. Here we go. Oh, they look like a point to there. Ethan's on the job. You've got 15 seconds. Keep it rolling. Keep it going. It's looking good here for the Dark Boys. There we go. One more puzzle piece. You can do it. All right. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. We can do it. Last one. Here we go. Just going to turn around. We're going to win now. Just in the nick of time. Well done, boys. Well done. Thanks to Superpower, Eventfinda for that one. Fantastic sponsors have been on board for a number of seasons here at Eventfinda Stadium. Check them out online as well. And we have a winner here for our raffle. Let's have a look. We have number 6.
Getting into the fourth quarter. The Tuatara 79-76 ahead of the Bulls.
And it's the green ones. The green ones.
Can the Bulls hang in there? They're in a bit of foul trouble. Their star player, Jace Carter, on 4 fouls. He's contributed 31 points and 10 rebounds in the first 3 quarters. Dylan Boucher, if you coach Dan Ryan, when do you put him back in?
What a dilemma. What a dilemma. I think I'd have him in right now and just tell him you're not picking up any fouls. Like, just, you got to roll the dice. I think if anything, he's only going to be out for a short time. You'll see him injected back into this game. Probably if they're going all right. Nice play.
And Bicker's got his first points of the game with an alley-oop.
That's what he just put the lid on it. But like I was going to say, Dan Ryan will be hoping they can carry the scoring load and leave Carter out for a little bit longer. If they struggle to score, they'll probably put him back in.
3 goes from Wilkie. Wonderful response.
Back-to-back executions. Like, well done, both coaches. Oh, great D, Dilling.
Lost out of court by Witt.
Dilling picked the right way there, got his body in front, causing Witt to cough it up. They've been pretty good with the ball. No turnover, not many turnovers in this game.
Here comes Wani. Up closely by Boyd. Now low. Johnson,
Low.
good ball. Oh, Low. Chucks it down.
Another great set play there.
18 for Rob Lowe. Freeman. Boyd. Trying to get rid of Ioane again.
Oh, great there, Ioane.
Yeah, nice block from him. And now here comes Johnson. Look out. Look out. Look out. Ooh, here's Freeman.
Rob Lowe with a good professional foul there to slow the breakdown.
Rob Lowe with the foul. It's just foul number 1 for him. Here's Witt.
Yeah, not much foul. Zach Riley on 3. Vodanovich on 3, but no other foul trouble for the Tuatara. Freeman.
Freeman's got it. Sweet shot from Matt Freeman. He's got 6 in the game.
Timely.
Very much so. That 6-point margin cut in half. Here's Dilling. Trying to go around bigger. Wilkie. Back to Johnson.
Dilling's got a mismatch here.
Dilling.
Bigger.
Nice.
Oh.
Very nice. Sucked them in beautifully there.
Good recognition to get it to the mismatch. Boyd hasn't had many opportunities here. Wani done a good job on him. as Duran turns the corner. Oh, misses a layup.
That was a big miss from Duran. Wilkie.
Johnson wants it.
And he gets it. And he's fouled. First foul given up by the Bulls in this quarter.
Yeah, they're staying aggressive with their defense.
Here's Dilling.
Very close to a violation there.
Was it a... Here's Johnson on Bigger again.
Oh, good find.
That was a lovely pass. And Wilkie nails the triple again. Well, Dylan Wilkie, he's got that pure outside shot. He's up to 12 points. They've got to get Carter back out there now, I reckon, Dylan.
Absolutely, as Witt gets a wide open one. They got away with one there.
Duran picks it up somehow and is fouled by Rob Lowe. And Jalen Duran's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse straight for a couple.
Good job, Duran getting in there. Little man getting the rebound around Wilkie.
Opportunity to get Carter back into the game, but
not yet, coach says. Zion Anderson waiting in the sub box to come in for Duran after these free throws.
He's thinking about it, Dan Ryan. He's thinking about it. After a discussion with Boyd there, Jalen Duran at the line. These are important free throws as that lead rather just leaks out a little bit. Once again, Johnson with another rebound. It's up to 13 in the game. Lead is 7.
Uh-oh, Rob Lowe wide open. Send it down.
Wasn't feeling it that time. Now Josh Dilling back to Lowe.
Oh, another one. He's left at the rim. Boyd, wide open Freeman. A nice find.
Oh, beautiful passing over to Durant. And Durant gets a 3.
That's a big shot.
Lowe didn't quite get back in there in time as Wilkie.
Nice.
How about that from Dylan Wilkie?
He's had a good quarter. They just don't expect him to drive because they expect him to pull up for 3, and they kind of almost disrespected the drive on him. He just turned the corner and no one really committed.
14 points for Dylan Wilkie off the bench in this game.
Tell you what, he might be the leading scorer when you combine both. Rapid League and the Sales NBL.
Yeah, he had a great Rapid League game, didn't he?
And Carter still sits there.
It's fascinating, isn't it? There's the three-point play from Wilkie.
I tell you what, when he finally gets injected in, he is going to be hungry.
Yeah, but is the game going to be over by then, Dylan? That's the question.
That is the question.
There's still 7.
Big possession here.
White just manages to salvage it. Freeman gets around Lowe really well.
Oh, tough
risky pass, wasn't it?
Yeah, he should have shot it. Rob Lowe, again, mismatch inside.
Here's Ioane.
Oh, nice. And his own rebound.
Almost. Here comes Witt again. Boyd.
Good find.
Freeman. Wilkie got out there in a flash just in the nick of time.
10 on the clock. Shot clock.
Here comes Witt again.
Oh,
nice.
beautiful.
Beautiful finish there from Carter Witt.
And who do we see at the score bench? Jace Carter, ready to check in.
Finally, 8 points he's got, Carter now. Carter Witt. Foul by Freeman there on the rotation. Not much contact there, but Jones was right there.
Westlake alumni going at it.
Happy birthday to you, my friend. Let's sing a happy birthday.
Pretty much that happens in every game nowadays, doesn't it, Dylan?
Tell you what, those two products of Westlake both had fantastic high school careers and taken it into the pro era.
Danovich back out there. 4 on the shot clock for Rob Lowe. He'll have to put up the shot. Tough one.
Was a tough one. Good job. Good defense.
And Boyd did just enough to keep the ball
Here's
in play.
Carter.
Here comes Carter. And there's the foul from Vidanovic.
That's 4 on Vidanovic. And Carter will go to the line for 2. I told you he'd be hungry when he came back, and he's like, you should have put me in.
Can't believe the call there, Vidanovic.
Yeah, it was pretty good D. Like, he did a good job reading the move.
He's got a lot of ball, though.
Yeah, a lot of ball. Might have been a little bit on the arm. Let's have a look. Did a good job staying down. Yeah, maybe a little bit on the forearm, but certainly a lot of ball, as you mentioned.
Jace Carter at the free throw line here. Just a second visit for the evening.
Ooh.
And his first miss.
He's probably a little cold, sitting on that bench for a while.
Away with the second. Vidanovic will be feeling that's justice right there.
One short, one long. Carter can't afford to pick up any fouls here.
He's on 4, remember.
Oh, good job. Whit.
Dilling. Drive strong, can't nail it. Vidanovic. He's lost it. Now Carter. Could he go coast to coast here? Carter.
Oh, wow.
Another foul. Number 14, Rob Lowe, picked up the foul.
Rob Lowe is in disbelief
Baffled
right now. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Carter's not going to die wondering in this game. He is going at it every time he gets an opportunity to attack the hoop. He's going at it. And he's doing a great job getting to the free throw line. Can he convert these 2?
3 misses in a row for Carter.
Left 3 on the table. That would bring the game to within 2 if he'd made those. Oh.
Missed again. Goodness me. 4 on the trot for Carter. We're looking at a 1-point game right now, Dylan.
Absolutely. Wilkie. There's a mismatch here.
Into Rob Lowe. Lowe! Then a little strip there.
Rob Lowe is so crafty. He was just basically going for a foul in that play and got his wish. Will go to the free throw line and seal it down with 2.
Alice Big is back in the game. 4 checks out.
I'm not sure on the phone call to these guys, these imports, when they'd been told they have to mark a 6'10" guy in the post was part of their conversation, but when you're struggling on bodies, it's all in. Oh, Rob Lowe leaves 2 at the line.
Yeah.
Great job, Zion Anderson, secure that rebound. Vidanovic all over it.
No sign of Bairstow, remember, after that injury either.
Yeah, he definitely hasn't come out of the locker room.
Comes Witt. Bigger. He wasn't almost expecting it there.
He definitely was not
There's
expecting
Boyd, he's fouled. So it's really becoming a grind fest at the moment, Dylan.
it. It is. It looks like Boyd is getting a little cramp. This is normally what happens in the first game.
Oh, the bonus. Ball's now in the bonus for the rest of this game, and they've still only got 1 foul to give.
I'll tell you what, he's grabbing both his calf muscles, and you're going to have to go up on your toes to shoot this free throw. Let's see if these cramps bother the shot. Oh, wow.
Both teams have gone cold from the free throw line. I can't believe it.
What is that? 7 consecutive free throws missed
by both teams.
Wow.
Balls dropped to 10 from 16 in the game. Tuatara 20 from 31. Finally.
Makes no mistake on that one as we see the full court pressure again.
Boyd's up to 22 in the game. Comes Dilling.
Rob Lowe wants it now. He sees the mismatch.
Gets bigger. Double team for a moment. Here's Riley.
Oh,
Boyd's
good rebound.
Got the rebound. Yes, indeed.
Witt downhill.
And here comes Duran. Duran's. The little
Beautiful.
floater is a beauty.
And he's talking and smiling like he always is.
Duran's up to 12 as Riley responds.
Beautiful. Beautiful response. Chris Johnson's patiently waiting in the sub box, ready to come in.
Yeah, that could be the killer blow for the Bulls.
We're coming in for Rob Lowe. I'd say it'd be a quick breather for Rob Lowe.
Duran, 3:54 left. It's a 4-point game.
Man, it's been a great game.
It has. Both teams should crack 100 here, maybe.
Durand.
Oh, it's tipped in. Oh, no. Hard luck.
Oh.
Johnson, what the outlet pass. Vidanovic.
Wow. That hurts. That hurts. The fraction of a miss at one end to a dunk at the other end.
Well, what about that from Chris Johnson?
I'm not sure if Durand shot that or passed that to Bigger, but Bigger kind of tipped it in. That was weird.
96-90. Tuatara in front. What about that backhand pass?
Great pass.
Outstanding.
I don't know the last time I've seen Tom Vidanovic dunk it either. Like, wound back the clock on that one.
Well, that might be a big moment in the game. Bulls have had their chances, though, Dylan.
They have certainly had their chances, and they've left a few points at the free throw line. Just shooting just 61% from the free throw line. Just 6 turnovers, though. They've done a good job looking after the ball as opposed to 10 for the Tuatara. Tuatara up to 34% from the three-point line, and the Bulls up to 36%.
And the Tuatara still shooting at 50% exactly. Whereas the Bulls are back on 44.
And hats off to the Bulls, you know, 11 offensive rebounds, matching the Tuatara's 11. And certainly an undersized unit, and they've done a good job keeping on the offensive glass.
It's been a good effort by the Bulls in that area. No doubt about it. Casey Nafor's picked up 3 offensive
six
rebounds.
total, 3 offensive.
Not on court, though, at the moment. Carter continues on 4 fouls. Tom Vidanovic, the only player on 4 fouls for the Tuatara, has worked.
Oh, beautiful. Well done.
Tipped away by Johnson, and now Vidanovic has got it. Tuatara have a chance now to really take control of the scoreboard.
That was nice by Witt, just wasn't able to finish.
Action off the ball here.
Oh, Duran called for the holding foul on Wilkie coming on the turnout, and Wilkie will go to the line for 2 free throws. The Bulls have been able to play super aggressive all game. Unfortunately on that one, just getting pinged.
Carter and Boyd are both on 4 fouls, by the way. Both out there. Freeman's on 4 as well, but he's on the bench at the moment.
See more free throw woes from a shooter like Wilkie.
Yeah.
Unusual.
Yes, isn't it?
Oh, it's left 2.
Man, Carter up there grabbing that one.
Carter picks up his 12th board.
It's Boyd.
Oh, there he is, wide open.
Carter for another 3. Yes, Jace Carter.
Oh, wow. Jalen Duran just dropped Zach Riley. Oh,
can't believe.
And Witt just got checked by Tom Vidanovic. Man, there's some bodies hitting hard out here.
Loving this game. Riley going baseline.
Oh, great find.
That's a beautiful ball to Dilling.
That's a big shot. Big shot.
Back to a 6-point game.
Oh, Boyd.
Oh, Boyd. No foul.
No
His bodies
foul.
go flying again. Here comes Riley.
They got numbers. Boyd's still down. He's cramped.
Dilling's feeling it.
Oh, wow. Look, Boyd's down. He's got a calf injury. Oh, he's got a cramp in his calf as Carter.
Oh, Johnson goes in and smacks it
another
for a
one.
foul.
Wow, this is hectic.
Now, you were worried about those cramps before, weren't you?
He's worried about them, yeah. Anytime someone starts grabbing with their calf with 4 minutes to go, you know it can't be good. Someone needs to get that pickle juice ready down the end of the bench.
Zion Anderson looks like he's going to check in for Boyd.
You don't want to be losing Boyd at this stage of the game.
No.
He's been big.
Boyd has 19. No, he doesn't. Let's have a look here. He has 22 points, 6 assists and 5 rebounds.
Yeah, he's done a bit of everything. Definitely need him out there, but he's going to have to limp off now.
I need your noise like we had
Good
before.
sportsmanship by Dilling. Checking on him as he leaves.
Here's Carter.
Oh,
Rolls in just.
tell you what, if that hadn't dropped, he'd be wondering what is going on. He's keeping them in this game right now. Oh, great job, Biggar.
And Duran took no risks there. He thought he needed a play at hand. It's going to be Tuatara possession.
That's why they pay the big bucks to be in the front row, get a bit of sweat on them. Get a bit of red wine spill. Little girl's wiping her face. Bit of Jalen Duran sweat for her money's worth.
It's all a bit of fun at the basketball, isn't it? When you're courtside like that.
Story for Monday morning at school.
Here's Vidanovic.
Oh, beautiful.
Posting up. That's a lovely move from Tommy V. 10 points.
Zach Riley. Oh, wow. What a play.
What about that from Zach Riley? He's called a BNZ player timeout. That was an effort play. That could be one of the key moments down the stretch in this game.
Absolutely could be. How he called a player timeout. I love. Let's see this replay here. Oh, wow. That was impressive.
Zach Riley with a huge play there.
Heads up play. Well done, Zach Riley.
What a kind of time to call a BNZ player timeout.
It's like Tom Vodanovich is explaining to Carter what actually happened. For these new imports, these player timeouts are probably very confusing.
Yes, indeed. Here's Riley.
Vodanovich wants it in the post.
Bulls need to stop here. Vidanovic has got it!
Oh,
and
nice.
that's a fantastic finish.
And you know the sad thing about that for Carter? That's him done for the evening. Great find, Chris Johnson. Tom Vodanovich, too strong, too big. Gets the M1.
Carter's fouled out of the game. 35 points, 12 rebounds.
Yeah, he can hold his head high. He's had a hell of a game. Great seal by Vodanovich. Pinpoint pass.
Big plays in the second half from Tommy V.
Absolutely. This is where they're having a veteran coming off the bench for you. The value of that.
Three-point play is completed by Tom Vidanovic.
That's why that play for Zach Riley is so important. Turns into a three-point play.
13 points for Vidanovic. Exactly right. Timeout called by Dan Ryan. Basically in the last chance saloon almost now, aren't they, the Bulls?
Absolutely. Like they're gonna have to run a play to hit a three here. Making up 10 points in a minute 50 is very tough to do. But they do have players that can do it. Look for
Feels
Boyd.
like the way this game's going, they need it. They can't let Auckland Tuatara score again.
No, they have to lock down defensively, get some stops. They have to come up with plays like Zach Riley just made right there to be able to get back in this game.
And that was amazing. That going back to that play by Zach Riley, that call that play a timeout because of what's transpired since. Not only that three-point play, but the foul out from Carter.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a huge play. Carter, I'm looking forward to watching him for the rest of the season, though. He's going to be an excitement machine.
Absolutely. Well, it's all on these five players now. There's Zion Anderson checks back in.
Oh, Boyd's taking the pickle juice. Tell you what, that left calf is looking pretty tight, though.
Yeah. Yeah, he was just grimacing a little as he walked back on court.
Yeah, it's never fun.
Oh, and he's flexing them too. Let's see what he's got in the tank. It's Witt.
Oh, wow. Long
Good
time.
find over to Durant. Oh, just short. Johnson's got it. And Dilling's got it. Here he comes, Josh Dilling.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a little reach around by Carter Witt, and Witt is on 4 fouls now.
And they'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Not sure it was the smartest foul to do, but he obviously knew in his mind what he wanted to do. Maybe they're just banking on the missing free throws.
So Josh Stilling goes to the line. He's 0 from 2 from the Chemist Warehouse stripe in this game. All 5 starters with Tuatara have got 10 points or more.
It's always what you want to see as a coach. Then 2 guys in double figures on the bench.
Yep, Wilkie and Vodanovic.
Man,
12-point game all of a sudden.
7 guys in double figures.
Yeah.
How often do you see that in a game? Oh,
Not
great
often.
job.
Beautiful pass to Bigger, and Vodanovic is going to foul out with that.
He got his money's worth on that one. Nice slip from Bigger.
Tuatara have really closed out this game pretty well. So Bigger continues at the line here.
Violation, gets another one.
Here's Bigger. Gets that one. Cuts that gap back to 11. It's still a big lead that the Tuatara have. Good full court pressure by the Bulls, but Wilkie's broken it down. Wilkie's going to fancy himself for 3, and in it goes, and that might be that.
I think that's it. I think that's all she wrote.
Wilkie up to 18.
Oh, great job, Zach Riley.
Yeah, he's played really well in this game, Zach Riley. Big moments for him in this game. 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 steals, 13 points.
Yeah, wide open, Rob Lowe.
He's Lowe against Duran, and that's just too easy for Rob Lowe.
Yeah, another timeout by Dan Ryan.
Tuatara have really taken a stranglehold on this game. 16 points. It's the biggest lead of the game for them.
Yeah, it's almost like the floodgates have opened a little bit. The confidence is high. High-scoring affair.
Yeah.
Both teams.
Well over 200 points in the game. Can't help what might have been if Carter hadn't got into foul trouble.
Yeah, it's amazing how foul trouble can really hurt you when you don't have that depth. And Dan Ryan certainly kept his rotation pretty short in this game.
Well, 48.1 remaining.
Love the noise, bring the noise all season. We hit next week, we're taking on the Sharks. Here, we're a start 17 this season, we'll be on our game.
Here's Bigger, giving it to Witt.
Good job.
Good defense by Johnson there.
Yeah, just again, like I talked about earlier, that presence of him being at the rim as Rob Lowe crab dribbles down the court.
Bigger all over him like a rash. No foul given up by Bigger. Lots of chatter again. In fact, Bigger is going to be called for that foul.
That's his 4th foul.
2 big fellas going at it there, Dylan.
Absolutely.
Love to see it.
Rob Lowe will step up for 2 free throws. These end-of-game situations when you want your vets with the ball in their hands, and again, you wouldn't probably usually want Rob Lowe bringing the ball up the court with someone pressure all over him, but again, skilled enough to be able to keep his player at bay and draw the foul.
Another workmanlike performance, professional performance from Rod Lowe. 22 points, shooting at 47%, 7 rebounds and 5 assists. Duran, Bigger can't tidy up. Zach Riley might get it down to Wilkie for the last play of the game, and that's going to be it.
He's getting told to shoot it. They're telling to score.
Yeah, they were. Clint Glidden urging the team forward here for 2 more. And Lowe is going to get 2 more opportunities from the free throw line. It's Cam Glidden. Nods in satisfaction. Very nice finish from the Auckland Tuatara. Low. So Low again. And he's finished this game very strongly, Rob Lowe. And a BNZ player timeout called by the Bulls. So a chance for you to scan that QR code and get your ticket to the big game here in the BNZ player timeout. Scan your code. 5,000 tickets up for grabs through the season. Register once you download that form and get into win and get along to a NZNBL game all season. Anderson. Dilling done a good job, and that'll be the end of the game, and it's a 20-point win in the end for the Tuatara. They really did stretch out down the stretch of that game, outscoring the Franklin Bulls 36-19 in this game in the last quarter. They bookended the game really well with 34 in the first, 36 in the fourth, and there's the final score. It's the Tuatara 115 and the Bulls 95. Rob Lowe with 24. And Jace Carter with 35. It's going to be fun to watch this season. The Bulls just ran out of gas once Carter got into foul trouble in that fourth quarter. There we are as we go through the Chemist Warehouse stats. Carter with a fantastic game, 35 points, shooting at 61%. Boyd also cracked 20. And how about all that consistent scoring for the Tuatara? They weren't the only 5 to hit double figures as well, with Vodanovic and Wilkie doing the same. But what about CJ? Chris Johnson, 15 rebounds in the end. It's a big double-double from him in this contest. Riley topped the assist account for the Tuatara. Witt did the same for the Bulls. A couple of blocks were memorable in the game, particularly the one from Carter and the one from Ioane. Pretty even split there on the steals as we close out the Chemist Warehouse stats. Well, we've named Chris Johnson as our MVP of the NZNBL game. Really good performance from him with a double-double of some note, 15 points and 15 rebounds. As we going to hear from him in just a moment, he's with Dylan Boucher.
Chris Johnson, 15 points, 15 rebounds, player of the game. How'd it feel out there?
Felt great being back out here and being back in New Zealand and playing.
You look like you haven't aged a day. You know, how's the body feeling?
It was great. You know, I have some nicks and bruises there, but you know how it is.
How much fun are you having with these young guys you got coming off the bench for you now at the Tuatara?
So much fun because these guys just want to learn and get better, and that's always great to see. And, you know, just seeing the coach having confidence in young fellas, that's something that's really rare.
Well, I want to say congratulations. First win of the season, and I look forward to many more.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, Chris Johnson back in New Zealand for the first time since 2022. When he played 15 games for the Tuatara in that season. And, what a performance from him. He's going to be a very handy player. And going to be hard to stop the Tuatara and Chris Johnson. All right, let's get some reaction from the other team now. And Jace Carter, what a game from him. He's with Dylan.
All right, here with Jace Carter. Hey, hell of a game today. 35 points, 12 rebounds. Didn't come away with a win, but how did it feel in your first game in the Cells NBL?
It felt good. Definitely some things to learn on. Definitely some mistakes I made that I got to sharpen up. As a team, we'll be better moving on forward. But I feel like as a team, I have a lot of stuff to build on, a lot of film to look at as a unit to be better. I'm just excited to be here and love New Zealand since I've been here, so it's been really good.
That's awesome, man. You look like you're gelling with your teammates. We love the swagger you're bringing to the game. You know, what can we look forward to seeing for the rest of the season from you?
Yeah, just somebody that's going to play hard every night. That's kind of my MO, is just being an everyday guy. I got a great group of guys around me that have welcomed me with open arms since I've been here. A lot of locals that have been really embraceful. A lot of nice people around the city that have kind of took me in open arms and kind of showed me around. So just a man that's been a man of Christ, a man of faith that's going to play hard and do my job every night.
That's great, man. We look forward to seeing plenty of it this season. Fortunately, didn't get the win tonight, but you can hold your head up with a great performance. Well done.
Yes, sir. Thank you, guys. Hi, Mom. What up, Mom? Love you. Lay Dukes, Nell, love y'all too. And my daddy and my little brothers. Appreciate y'all.
Go, man.
Nice job, Jace Carter. Shout out to his whānau there, probably watching on the FIBA basketball YouTube channel. After this one here, good win for the Tuatara. So Chris Johnson joining the fans. Excellent crowd here at North Shore Event Centre. But the good news is we still have more games to come this weekend. We've got a doubleheader in Wellington and then Nelson coming up tomorrow. Saints, first look at them for 2026. They host the Jets, likely to bounce back from that loss to the Airs a couple of nights ago. And then the Giants, their first look at them against the Rams, who are playing their first game from Trafalgar Centre. And then the action resumes on Tuesday with the Airs at home to the Hawks. And then the next night it's the Nuggets up against the Giants. Well, that wraps it all up here from the North Shore Event Centre at Eventfinda Stadium. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the game. It certainly was a beauty. And the good news is we've got more NBL, Cells NBL coming tomorrow. But well done to the Tuatara. They're on the board after the first game, beating the Bulls 115 to 95. We'll catch you tomorrow for more Cells NBL.